Welcome to a special episode of Softly Spoken. Today I'm going to be playing through all of Super Mario Bros. 3, or at least I'm going to be trying to. I obviously am wearing something a little different. I thought it'd be a bit of fun to wear my peach dress I made. I styled a wig, I bought a little tiara, I've got the gloves, I put on a necklace, but it's behind the microphone. That's kind of funny. I keep looking at the preview, thinking it's a mirror. It is not a mirror. It is not mirrored. It is just throwing me off and making me ruin my fringe. Awful. Anyways, without much further ado, let's get into the game. I've got it on the game screen at the moment, just so we have a bit of background noise, but I'll reset it so we get to see the little intro. But yeah, let's get into it, because it's going to be a long one. I'm going to take little breaks though, don't worry. I look after my health. Move this out of my way. And I think we can just... There we go. Yeah. I never realized before today that there's no sound on the start menu of this game, like the beginning screen, which is a bit disappointing because it's got so much going on. I thought it would be, oh my gosh, good fun. Oh, this is going to be a challenge. I keep like leaning against my wig as well. All right. This menu lives rent-free in my head. I love how fun and playful it is. All right, this mic's in. I swear I'm sitting in a different place to usual. Oh, wrong button. Oh, this is hard to play with gloves. I'm gonna regret that decision. We'll see how long I last. I may just take them off at a point. But I tried to play through Amarek TV, which is what I use to... oh gosh, I'm already falling over my words. What I used to see my Switch, but the delay was just so horrendous. I picked up a HDMI cable, an extra HDMI cable, so I can plug in the pass-through on my HDMI capture card, so I can play on my monitor. But that was buggering up OBS and stuff, which is weird, because I swear it worked yesterday. But, I don't know. So, we may or may not be playing this on something else. I'm sure you probably haven't noticed how official this is. But yeah, let's pretend I'm playing it on my old childhood NES, and that this is definitely power speeds and not NTSC. That seems believable, right? When I was setting all this up, I was surprised to learn about how much the Switch stretches it. Okay, I'm going to try very hard to not game over. So oh, my timing is bad. That's alright, we're just going to go for flowers for the first 3 levels. Nothing will go wrong there. I'm very brave drinking coffee in this cute dress. So, I actually made this dress with the help of my wife, obviously. She is a talented seamstress. This is the first serious thing I've made, like, in high school, middle school. I made, I made, what's it called? The boxes. No. I made a pencil case. My brother made boxes. That's right. For some reason they changed the project year on year. And I'm trying to get as many of the secrets as I remember where they are. This is absolutely one of my top 5 games of all time. I have played it a lot of times through my life, but I've never successfully played it through without game overing on the original Nintendo version. I've done it on the All-Stars version. Hello? Okay. Is my controller being weird? I was holding that down. I don't know. That's ominous. I may have to switch controller at some point. I have backup ones. Oh, right. I'm invincible. What am I doing? I'm a fool. Okay. I don't know if this is my fingers or what, but like... Anyways, we want flour. Alright, I definitely have lost the rhythm of getting the thing I want at the end. That's not good for us. That's one of the best ways to get lives. I'm not going to use an infinite life trick. I think they're a bit boring. I want to try and just get lives. Because, you know, that's how video games work. Like, no shame on you if you do it. I just personally don't want to. Oop, accidentally started pressing right. Left, I mean? Left? Yeah, left. I know my directions, my lefts and rights. Definitely not just thrown off at all. So I've got the aircon on, but the sun is beating on my window right now, and as you can see, it keeps dropping my rights. That's not good. Yeah, okay. This is a problem. You know what, after this level, I'm just going to switch to my snack box micro. I think it's going to be way comfier. I'll show you off my dress in proper then as well. Because I've even got a petticoat and everything. Oh, we're first, obviously, going the wrong direction so we can pick up our old friend, the flute. It was... I remember the movie that taught everyone how to do this. Like, the Wizard or whatever it was. Ridiculous. Like, that's how we got information. Back in the day. Back in my day. What is it? What do I press? B. Okay. My little flute. I'm not going to use them. I want to beat as many of the actual levels as possible. Maybe I don't switch yet. I don't know. I'm going to see how much it screws me over. Mushroom. Yeah, it's not bad, honestly. I'm going to try and aggressively use items as well. Again, I'm trying to beat this without a game over. That's my big goal. I was planning on keeping that secret, but like, nah. You can know if I fail or not. I ain't ashamed. There's a lot more pressure on this level. This button better not bugger me up. Like, wait, I haven't noticed any issues playing Tetris. Which makes pretty aggressive use of the left-right buttons, believe it or not. I suspect maybe I'm just not pressing it where I normally press it because of gloves. Is it here that the life? Ah. I swear there was a life around here somewhere. What is that? Jimmy? Oh no! Ah! Woo! There's the life. I know there's some glitch you can do there to get a weird one-up sound, but I pressed left. I pressed left because I was resting my hand on the controller. That one's on me. That's not the controller's fault. That's just me being dumb. I don't need a power-up here, I don't think. This level's not very scary. Not scary at all. Yeah, so this is probably going to be a really long video. I am expecting between 4 and 5 hours. We will see what it ends up being. Maybe I'll put my times up of... I almost did it again. Of how long each world takes me after it. Hear that editing, Sean? Put the times on. There we go. Alright. I'm making editing Sean work a lot harder these days, but I think the quality of videos is actually turning out way better. Like, I'm really pleased with a lot of what I've been producing. Oh, I nearly did it again. Okay. This is just me fat fingering the controller. Like, ridiculous. Yeah, I'm getting discomfort in my right hand. That's not good this early on. Maybe I will just switch after this level just to save my hands. Because, you know, I like not being hurt. Alright, come on, little buddy. I missed, but it's okay. Bonk. See ya, champ. Oh, I'm not messing with that guy. It doesn't matter what I get here, I just get one up. Alright. I am going to switch controller. I am sorry, there's going to be a brief intermission. But I'm going to show you my cute dress first, so let's do that. Yeah. Earbuds, hard, with dress, with wig. What? No! Ah! Ah! Alrighty. Welcome back. I have messed everything up, apparently. Why is... Oh, I opened it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. I opened a lot of things. Get everything out of my way. Stop highlighting that. There we go. Okay. Whew. Alright. My gloves are falling down. My wig's getting in my face. Walking around in a big dress in this house is a bit annoying. We have a bunch of baby gates because of the rabbits. And I've accidentally used my warp whistle. So, I'm going to do the simple thing. I'm just going to restart because I want to beat every level in the game. There we go. Alrighty. Take 2. I'm going to leave all the beginning stuff in. We are now playing on my snack box micro, which is very cute. Very proud. It uses a dumb cord. So I got the model right before they... Well, I say right before, but I'm not attempting to use anything. What? So Windows is popping junk up at me now. Okay. I think I need to close Steam. I think Steam is messing up. Okay. Okay. Alright. We're going to reset. I'm not losing that life. That is bullplop. This is a mess. I'm 30 minutes into recording and I'm on level 1-1. World 1, level 1. You know what? This is life. Okay, and now my keyboard buttons are backwards. That's fine. We can fix that in 2 seconds. Down. B. A, B. Okay. Okay. Alright. Down, up. Yep. B, A. We're there. Okay. Much snappier. Now this is playing Mario. You haven't lived till you've played Mario on a level-less controller. Oh. It's gonna take me a while to get the keybinds used to in my head. But goodness, it feels nice. I do love this controller. It's legitimately an amazing controller. And I may start using it for TGM4. Just because it now... Well, once they introduce that key binding stuff, I will use it for TGM4. Because I still can't mess with the up and down and down and up and swapping and changing. My brain's just... I just don't want to. I'll be honest. I could deal with it. I could deal with the discomfort, but I don't want to. Oh, I got the star. Oh, I nearly messed up. I was like... Oh, there's that word. I'm like... Oh, no. I was thinking... Oh no, stop. But thankfully... I got the star anyway, despite not doing it properly. Because if you just approach it at, like, top speed... Okay, what is happening here? Is it the emulator? I swear I just had the, right button drop out on me again. But yeah, so I was digging out my snack box. I thought it took micro USB, which I have like a million cables of everywhere. So I dug one out quickly, and then I went to plug it in. I'm like, hang on a second, this uses mini USB? Or I always forget which one's which. I think I'm saying the right names. Editing Sean will fact check me. But yeah, so I found a mini USB cord quite quickly, but it was really short, like literally 5-10 centimeters. So I had to use a different cord. I used it with an extension cord, and nothing was like my controller was lighting up. All the buttons were doing what they were supposed to. I fudged it, but the emulator wouldn't recognize it. Oh no, oh, such a cursed day. I thought it wasn't picking up audio. Alright, we're good. It is picking up audio. It was just quiet when I looked at the OBS window. I am in my own head. I need to just breathe, play some Mario, and relax. Because that's what this is about. Having some fun, recording a nice little video. I might leave in some footage of me digging around in chords, because I think someone in a princess dress digging through their rat's nest of old chords is kind of funny. I think that could be... We'll see. Editing Sean will make this decision. There's stuff up here. What? I didn't know about this. Maybe I did? Oh, I think I just learned something new about Super Mario Bros. 3. Look at that. I just saw the little blips at the top of the screen. I'm like, hang on. Right, we will go get the, Excuse me. I felt like I was pressing that button, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna blame everything on the controller / emulator. I'm just gonna deal with life, you know. Right, there's our little warp whistle. My coffee is like cold at this point. I made it before I got dressed, and I don't know if you can intuit how long it takes to get into an outfit like this, but it's a little while. And I didn't even do any makeup or anything. It's just straight up. I'm going to press that button wrong the entire... Hey! I got a frame perfect trick! Look at that! The fact that he looked like he's jumping means I accidentally, I did not do it on purpose, pressed jump on the only frame you could to make him look like that. I'm very pleased with that. That's funny. That's a good... I was going to say a PogChamp moment, but I feel like something happened with that, and now that's a bad thing to say. I think the dude whose face that is was a shitty person. Maybe I'll fact check myself on all this. Don't jump to conclusions based on what I'm saying. But I'm going to avoid saying it until I know, because my brain's telling me there was something there. I want a tail back. I'm pretty sure there's one just here. Yeah. I'm sorry. This game has legitimately the best music of any video game ever. Or, sorry, that may actually go to Yoshi's Island, but it's bloody close. And Yoshi's Island. I realize, also like the OG Pokemon games have really hype music, like Red and Blue. When I say OG, I mean Red and Blue. I'm a Western boy. I'd never played Red and Green. The OG Red and Green with those horrendous sprites. But you know what? Pardon me. But yeah. Okay, I got mushroom. Got one of each. That gives me nothing special. If you don't get 3 of a kind, it doesn't matter what else you do. It's just all single one up. No matter what. Right. Bump, bump, bump. I've never figured out this game. I'm just gonna take my old childhood trick. Mash. Oh, I got it! Hey, look at that! Okay. The life situation is looking nice. I'm really pleased with that so far. I'm going to work hard to build up a buffer in the early game, because I know I'm really going to need it. Because I am notoriously bad at World 7? World 8? I think it's World 8 I'm really, really bad at. And I know it's... Okay, that didn't feel like me. I was holding right. Oh no. Oh, I thought the Potable was going to get me. Right, we're going to get the other flute. Obviously not going to use it. But, pick it up. In we go. I just like having both flutes. I think it's fun to get them. I like showing off this stuff. Because you know what? I'm an old man and I grew up with this game. So I know a decent chunk about it. I'm not like the most knowledgeable. I could know more. Like, I've obviously also watched a bunch of speedruns. Because I'm... Ooh! What? I am accidentally learning a lot about this game. Just as I'm saying I know a bunch about it. Like, what is this? Who am I? Why is my aircon not making me cool? This is sweaty in here, goodness. Oh, there's more stuff. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Come on. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. We can do this. Oh no! What? Is it going to catch up to us? Is it coming? Come on, little buddy. No, I even recovered by doing a little tailspin in the air. I was so proud of myself. Aww. Boop. Alright, this is this bit of the tunnel. Yep, let's go. Because this is such a long video, I actually... Oh, I've hidden it from myself. I'll do it between levels. Don't be stupid. Right, let's try and time this star. No. I actually wrote myself... Oh, did I close it? Good work, dum-dum. I wrote myself notes on things I can talk about. Yeah. Because I want to get into some, like, Sean lore. Like, I want to talk about me a bit. I know. Weird concept. Who would want to listen? Like, there's a fair bit to me, and I feel like... I feel a lot of people are afraid to talk about some of the more weird aspects of their lives. Like, you can tell from the way I'm sitting here dressed like this that I may not agree with everything society dictates. I like to think I'm a relatively progressive person. There's a 1-up up here somewhere, isn't there? No, 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 no. Shucks. Oh no. Oh, this is really hard. I got a few coins. Okay. I knew that 1-up was there. I just goofed it. I'm really bad at this part. Right. Yeah, like, obviously, I don't... I like to think I'm quite a progressive person. I do my best for the environment. I do my best for marginalized people. Like, goodness gracious. Oh no, am I gonna die? No. Oh, okay, excellent, I got the star. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, I should have gone for the flower. It does matter. It did matter, Sean. It did matter. But you're a fool. Alright, let's go to this. Yeah, I don't really feel like I do anything special. Like, I'm not... I don't know. Ooh, lucky. Nah, I got... Okay, no more guess. I'll always do my best, and I think everyone should. And obviously... Oh, you know what? Let's fire flower. And yeah, for the record, this controller is much better on my hand. I can play in a much more comfortable state. The buttons are way bigger. Like, they're not literal keyboard... well, they're keyboard switches, but they're not literal keyboard keys, which is helping a lot. I did take my Vyvanse this morning. My brain is just all over the shop. I have not had great sleep the past couple of nights due to external factors. But, you know, we make do with what we've got. I'm going to be tired and funny, but I'm going to try very hard to play slow and sensible, rather than my usual rush through everything. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. It's a pretty cute dog. I don't know why he wants to be a person. Who wants to be a person, am I right? Right. Yeah. So I do my best. I feel like everyone should, especially because like so much of it just doesn't impact my life, right? Oh, shucks. That guy shot when I was standing next to him. I forgot that is how they work in this game. Oh, okay. That was weird lag. Maybe that's what's been happening? Like, my computer's not struggling. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, my like counter on this video is going to be insane. I am going to add it because I think that's really funny. I'm going to try and do my world timing from... Is there anything at the back of this ship? I forget. If this was a Mario Maker level, someone would have hidden a 1-up here. Just saying, Nintendo. You probably... Oh no. My fireballs are blue in here. Oh, that's interesting. I don't normally fireball these guys. Oh, it worked! World 1 down. Whew. Doing well, having fun. That was only... like maybe 15 minutes, I feel like, at a guess. I think I started this playthrough at like 30. So for my recording, it's 30. I'm going to cut out a bunch of me mucking about, getting keybinds working, etc, etc. Because that's not interesting. I might leave in some of the funny footage of me, because my chord box is like right back there. It's under my keyboards here. And it is a mess in there. Part of my chores this week is, if you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. Oh, she's got a pretty outfit. Yeah. I've distracted myself. Oh, I'm pretty sure this guy hops right onto this block. Oh no. No, I kind of wanted to keep the fire flower. Oh. Can I land on this guy? Yes. Ah! I didn't. Dang it. Alright. Oh, this level's a weird one. I think I need to like... Yep, there's that word again. Go in here? No, this is just coins. I think this is just introducing the concept of these purple pipes. And by concept, I mean design? I don't know. Alright, I got the star again. That means I was peak speed from when it loaded in. Oh, I keep leaning on my hair, so every time I lean forward, it tugs on me. Women, how do you do this? This is... I mean, it looks pretty. Like, honestly. This is fun. I'm gonna be honest. I've been dealing with wigs for like the past 2 days straight. I've been having a blast. There's that word again. It's just so much fun. Oh my god. This light counter is going to be off. Insane. Okay, just a Tanuki suit. Ooh, if this was Mario Maker, there would have been coin blocks there. Good work, Nintendo. I'm proud of you for not succumbing to the urge to troll. Yeah. Ooh, we can do this. More coins for me. Yeah. Oh, I nearly collected them. Right, in we go. Yeah, it was just so much fun. Like, it's really cathartic just brushing out a wig. I have had to find... I've been learning a lot. I'm obviously incredibly new to all of this. But I was trying to figure out... So I've got a few wigs at the moment, because I've been mucking around with drag and stuff and slowly learning. I do want to do more of that, but I'll touch more on that later. Yeah, so I've got a few wigs. The first wig I got was actually an ex-cosplay wig I got from a friend. If it's okay, I'll link their YouTube, or their partner's YouTube or Twitch in the description. So this part might get muted, but thank you, Saria. I do appreciate that. It's super cute. Ah, it's just a Tanuki thing. Go, 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 go. But I did end up going with a different wig, which I bought off of a friend who was clearing out their cosplay supplies, because honestly, it was just so cute. It's like this beautiful... What did I hit? There's spikes up there? There's spikes up there or something. I hit something. I am learning so much about this. I promise you, I was going to use a bad word when I didn't need to. I promise you, I'm not intentionally learning all these things. These are new to me. I have discovered so many new things about this game in this playthrough. And I think it's because I don't know. Let's go to that mushroom house. I'm going to mess up those buttons so much. Maybe I shouldn't pick up the flutes. I feel like I'm more likely to accidentally use them than anything else. Because they're first in the inventory. That is dangerous. I'm just going to traverse the map. I don't feel like going through the little tube. But yeah. So, now obviously, well, not obviously. Obviously to me, because I've seen the wig. It's a bit of an old wig. It's been through a lot. So it's still quite nice at the top. I did need to clean up the fringe. It was cut for a different character. I don't think I did a great job on that. The fringe is honestly the reason I'm wearing this one instead. Otherwise, I would have worn my more, like, just blonde peach light waves wig. So it's not like a peach wig, but it's just slightly more close to the character. But it was very frizzy and incredibly tangled, just because it's a synthetic wig that's... Since I've got it, it's obviously not had great care, because I'm learning all this stuff, but it came to me quite frazzled and frizzy, because I don't believe she'd used it in a while and had been, you know, tucked away and all that. Synthetic wigs are just... they do this. This is not a call on her. She's an excellent cosplayer. She does great work. But yeah. So I had to learn a lot about, just how the proper detangling. Something I should be really, really obvious is if you try and tug a knot out, pardon me, out of a synthetic wig. Oh, there's coins and junk down there. Oh, well. Alright. I think we need to time this one. So let's try it. Yeah. Let's practice. That was not it. Okay. That's not it. I used to have this timing down pat. I feel like that might have been it. I'm really annoyed I haven't gotten a single match on purpose yet. I used to be great at picking the one I wanted. Let's go do this. But yeah, so if you tug on a strand hard, it's plastic, right? And what happens if you like twist or like... that's a good example. Like I'm thinking of like a zip tie for some reason, just because I use them a bit in my tech and stuff, and just cable management. But as soon as you like twist a bit of plastic, right, it turns wide. It's been stretched. It's just a bit done. Like you fold a, I don't know, a container lid or something. Come on, Mr. Star, Sun. Technically a star. You know what? I'm counting that. I'm not wrong. Cool. Okay, I got the star on purpose there. Not the sun, which is also technically a star, but the star at the card at the end. I'm joking. I know you knew what I was talking about. Stop pressing that button. What was I saying? Yeah, so if you tug on it, it's gonna, like, it'll stretch out that fiber, or the chunks of fiber that are tied together. So, synthetic wigs are kind of set in place. They have a natural shape they want to take, like, think like a rubber band. If you stretch out a rubber band, it goes back to where it wants to go, because that's its shape. It's a bit similar to that, except, obviously, it's not made of rubber. That would be a weird wig. You know, I'd try a rubber wig. I think that would be funny. Is this a... It is. Okay, we're going back to the start. I know there's a thing back there. No! I goofed it. We'll go back to the start if I find another Tanuki... Not Tanuki suit. Tail power? What's it? It's called like the leaf power or something. Alright, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. We're going backwards. Alright, alright. Because there is stuff up here. Oh, you fool, Sean. You flew too early. You're a modern day Icarus. But yeah, so if you just tug on it, you will yank out. Not yank out. Obviously, you can also yank out the strands. And hair... Wigs don't grow back. Fun fact. I feel I don't need to... Hang on, we can do this very efficiently. With flight. There we go. Oh, I missed one. Bonk. So, if you're like tugging through it... So I was using a wig comb to start with, which is just sort of like a thick plastic wide-toothed comb. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know why. I feel like these... That's what I thought was going to happen. Ha ha ha. You can't fool me, Mario game. Can we go back and... Oh no. Oh, okay. Let's wait for them to go away. Again, I'm playing this cautiously, just because I actually do want to not game over. And... Something I'm trying to be really mindful of in, like, life in general. I tend to head empty, do thing I know, rush, rush, rush. Ooh, can I make it? Yeah, alright. So I think I just get the star here. I do, excellent. I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to be mindful, think through things, do things deliberately, because I make way fewer mistakes. Yeah. So, part of what I did for all this week's stuff is I went out shopping yesterday. Oh, shucks. Sorry. Before even that, sorry, this goes deep, and I have a really long video ahead of me, so you're going to get me really talking about stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm going to go deep. I'm going to let myself go down these rabbit holes, and I'm not going to apologize. I'm doing it on purpose. So, obviously I'm like, there must be a way to defreeze a wig, right? Oh, okay, this guy over here. I know this one. If we do this, it turns into a vine and we get to go up. Yeah, boy. Pardon me? Oh. Okay, you can't jump off of these vines. That's what threw me. I think you can in Mario Maker. I think that's done in a bit of my muscle memory. That's what I didn't do. The 3 room. Why was there not a P-switch in that? You know what? We have flight. We can make this work. We can fix this. I can fix him. Come on, yeah. Okay. We can... Okay. Alright, this is really becoming concerning, the fact that... Okay, I give up on that room. You know what? It's not worth the coins. Why is it... Zip zooming... So, I think it's because it's backgrounded. Okay, we are not just going to land on it. Where are the enemies? Are there any enemies? Okay. Unload. Reload. And we get a star. Excuse me? That's supposed to be a star? Game? Hello? I might select the window and see if that stops it. The reason I have it unselected is because my my scene switching buttons are... Interestingly enough, it's not Control S. It's what Control S would be on QWERTY, because I typed Dvorak. Like Control O? Oh, okay, Control O. Yeah, that's why it's asking me to open a game. I thought it was asking... It just opened up a dialogue, my brain. Like, it's probably assuming words. I incorrectly assumed it was asking me to save, because that's what I usually assume happens when I accidentally open a dialogue. But no, okay. Having talked through it, it now makes a lot more sense. But, yeah, so, before all of that, I went down a little rabbit hole of how to, like, it's even a bit before that, when I was... There we go. I wanted to do it... Oh, I stopped paying attention. I looked away because I was doing the thinky thing. Oops. Oh my gosh. This is going to come back at me? No, okay. I have to let go of right to duck. Okay. That's not my SOCD cleaner. That's just how Mario works, I think. Yeah, so, you know, I'm very new to all of this. I've, like... Oh, there's that word again. I kind of assumed I knew how to brush out a wig, because how hard can it be? It's just brushing hair. You know. Usual, bloke just assuming he knows things stuff. Oh my goodness, I need one of these dudes. Alright. Picking you up. Because we need to go here. Bring you with us. I can't. That's fine. Alright, we go up this way. This level's doing my head in. I swear I'm not normally this... Hello? I did the thing again. No! I can respawn him by going over here. It's kind of helpful knowing how NES memory works and how games use it and abuse it to load way more than they're supposed to. For instances like that where I'm like, okay, if I just go left enough, the game will forget that I've seen that enemy. If we do that... No, am I too... I know I can do this. I know I can do this. I've just got to get it right. Yes! I am the greatest. I'm going to leave those 2 coins so I can get all the rest. Because I realized I couldn't get that top row without them. I could have left 1, but... You know. Anyway. So I was looking up a bunch of stuff, how to brush wigs, etc, etc. That was a pretty short journey. It did basically boil down to don't yank hard, which is what I was explaining earlier. Kick it that way, because... Oh, it was off screen. The block wasn't loaded. There we go. Which, yeah, you know... Once you know it, you're like, Adoy, that makes so much sense. Why would you not think that immediately? But, you know, you yank your own hair. Whoop-de-doo, right? It's just a little uncomfortable if you yank too hard through a knot. But the interesting thing is... Did I get... a hammer? I did, okay. Okay. Making sure I press all the right buttons to not mess up. Alright, use the hammer. Because we're getting another flute. Look, there's a little 3 from Mario. Yeah. Ooh. Got him! Heck yeah. I was really worried I was going to take damage there. Alright, we have 3 flutes. I think that's all the flutes I get throughout the game. At least I don't remember any more locations of flutes, if there are any. I got it again! Maybe I'm wrong about that being a single frame trick, because the fact that I've gotten it twice is suspicious, given I'm not a good Mario 3 player. But yeah. So, after that, I was brushing through it, and I thought I'd done an alright job. But, no matter what I did, like the top detangled fine. Oh, King's been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. He's a little spider guy. Yeah, so the bottom just stayed frizzy and kept retangling no matter what I did, no matter how long I spent with it. It would seem fine, and then legitimately 30 seconds later, just have a giant knot in it again. If I like wiggled it slightly or like brushed a different... Excuse me? I disagree with that game. And I'm like, this is weird. Obviously, I expected brushing it a little bit to defrizz it. It didn't. So I started hunting around online. I'm like, alright, how do I defrizz and properly detangle a bit of an older synthetic wig? I did some hunting around. So many places online. So many. I like, wash it with a little bit of fabric softener. And then the comment section was full of essentially 2 types of comments. One going, oh, this saved my wig, it's so good, it's perfect now. And the other being, this is gross, it's just full of gunk now because it's full of fabric softener, it's made it sticky and smelly. And I'm like, I don't want it to be sticky and smelly. Because I feel like, oh, there's that wording. I feel both of these comments are right and focused on different aspects of the problem. One aspect of the problem is detangling, and oh, I fell down the hole. That was silly. Okay, I'm glad I cleared out the map, so now I can just go straight to that guy. I'm going to use a power-up here. I'm not very confident. Oh, I didn't mean to go into this. Mash the button. I think that was here? Yep. Star was here? No, that's another mushroom. Was star here? 10 coin was also here? Nope. Okay. No. Right. I'm gonna at least use a mushroom. Okay. And I'm like, oh, God, that word again. I wanted a bit more information. No one was convincing me why it worked. People were like, oh, it adds like, it makes it silky smooth so it doesn't tangle, and It adds a protective layer, and it's that protective layer people were complaining about because it's sticky to some degree. So your wig would accumulate grime a lot quicker, meaning you'd have to wash it more. Oh, there's a power up here. Okay. Didn't realize that. And that didn't sound appealing. It didn't feel like... It felt like a life hack, not an answer. And I didn't like that. It felt wrong. Not saying they shouldn't do it, not saying it doesn't work for them, not saying I know better, but my brain was having none of it. It was... Oh. So... Oh, it's that launcher again, it got me. Something you should know about my brain, this is a bit of a tangent. If I don't know why something works, I'm immediately more critical of it. If, like, I can't grok or, like, common sense or rationale reason why it would work, and not saying I get it right every time or anything like that, or that you should adopt this philosophy. This philosophy has actually caused me a lot of problems in life, because I need to know... It's really good for programming, even if it's made me a paranoid defensive programmer. And it is problematic when I went to learn game engines, or even when I learned Ruby on Rails. For the first 3 months of learning that, I felt so overwhelmed, so drowning in information and stuff I didn't understand. I genuinely thought I was going to have to quit being a programmer because I wasn't smart enough, or... Yeah, that's how I felt, I should say. Oh, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess. I'll continue this thought in a second. Do I need to... No, here we go. Greetings. You can stomp on your enemies using Goomba's shoe. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. I do like how cute a little sprite is there. They put a lot of work into that. It's nice. World 3, we're doing pretty good. What was I saying? Yeah, so I genuinely thought I was too stupid. Because my brain refused to admit it was learning things because I didn't understand enough of Rails to feel like I knew what I was doing. Like models, controllers, views, service objects, helpers, lib. Where does anything go? Why does it go there? How does it load? All of this nonsense. Obviously, over the past 10, 11 years, however long it's been, I have learnt so much more. I now consider myself genuinely, I'm going to say expert. I feel a bit of a wank saying that, but I really do feel like I have a very advanced knowledge of Rails. I don't know everything, obviously. Rails is a massive, massive code base. Active Record is a magic beast. I clipped into that. I know there's something down here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Go, 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 go. As soon as he starts firing, you're screwed. Okay, there is something down here. It's a 1-up. You're gonna get it. Yeah. Right, 18 lives. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. We're World 3. I've got 18 lives. Life is going pretty good. Get in. Yeah. So, and even now, I'm like, there's that word here. I am exploring other avenues, and I'm hitting the exact same issue that I was having back then, where I don't feel like I like a tool if I don't immediately understand it. And I've picked up Golang. I'm doing web development there. I'm kind of building a framework from scratch using the standard library plus PGX, which is a fool's errand. It's a huge undertaking. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm having a lot of fun at the moment, and I'm just letting myself do that because of that. And I am learning a lot about Go. And I think those are very important things to remember when I'm picking up a project. I don't have to produce something out of this. I can just accumulate knowledge, and that is okay. In fact, that's fantastic. Oh, is this a fish level? It's Big Bertha here. Can I? Oh, I can't go through the bottom of donut blocks. I thought I could. Oh, you can in Mario Maker. Mario Maker has ruined my knowledge of Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh no. Oh no. Fish! No! Ah! Panic! Ah. Getting out of water in this game is legitimately a nightmare. Is my wig sitting right? Here we go. It's not getting in my way. Honestly, I am not really noticing I'm in this outfit too much. Like, I have to keep shuffling forward slightly to get off my wig when I lean forwards, but that's really about it. Other than that, I'm pretty comfy. To be, and I did not expect this outcome. I expected this to be pain. Oh, are you kidding me? Please. No. No. Like, I feel like that might be why I feel like my wig is slipping back a little bit. I mean, my real hair is slipping back a little bit, obviously. I just look this beautiful all the time. I wear a little wig when I record normally. That's right. But yeah, so I am going down this really deep rabbit hole of learning Go, learning its web framework. Oh, I wanted... Okay, this was a mistake. Hidden coin block Nintendo. Really? That's some Kaizo stuff right there. But yeah, so that was quite the tangent. Obviously, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think I'm producing something quite cool. I do think it's... like, it's silly. It's not a super helpful thing to anyone but me. I'm kind of considering turning it into something if I really like it. But I am finding it's... something I like about Rails is there's really very little boilerplate to anything. It's all magicked away inside things like active record, action controller, active views, etc. So you really have to do very little to start interacting with it. Are you going to fire a fireball? No. Okay. You know what? I'm not messing with it. I've lost too many lives on this level. I'm getting out of here. We're playing it safe. Sean's a coward. Oh, I'm going to have to time this. Can I time it? Stop. No. I get flour every time I try to time it. So I'm consistent, but wrong. And that's a problem. Yeah, this tiara. That's also another... This tiara is its own note on my topics. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with that. That being my Golang web development. I'm learning a lot. It's a lot of fun. I am afraid I'm about to write a web framework for Go that is very Rails opinionated, but my version of what makes Rails good. But back to what I was saying before about all the wig stuff. See, I remembered. I took my medication. My brain works way better when I take my medication. I'm a dummy. Can I get this? That fish is gonna... Oh, you know what? Not worth my life. This fish kills you in one hit unless you have a star. Or you fireball him. You can kill him, is what I'm saying. But if he gobbles you, that's it. Just GG, game over. Good riddance. Hope you had a nice life. No, 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 no. I can't get out of the water. Alright. See, it's these later levels that really start getting into me. I'm going to use a mushroom to kill these guys, just because they are... Yeah, I am going to use a mushroom, because usually you can get a fire flower out of it. Now, you know what? I'm going to use a star. Just because I... Oh, no. How do I... Do I need a... Oh, I need to hold up. I'm dumb. Oh. Okay. These speed issues are so weird. I have no idea what's happening. Like, you all saw that, right? That wasn't just my brain. Oh, I meant to use a mushroom here. That's okay. Oh! Okay. I'm gonna have a quick look at the settings. Take a breath. I'm not gonna let this get to me. Speed, normal. Tools. Why does it random? References. Nothing in there. Why is it doing this to me? This is the recommended emulator. Everyone online. Okay, let's set fast forward speed to 100. Run ahead frames. Reduces input lag. Increases CPU usage. Let's not do that. Okay. I've set the fast forward speed to be 100%. So if I'm somehow accidentally triggering fast forward, it should now not be fast. It should just play like normal and just think it's fast forwarding. Okay, let's do this. Bop. No, I kicked him. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. Goodbye, mushroom. I couldn't get down there. Alright. We're just raw dogging this. Okay, I know there's a mushroom here. I'm gonna wait for that to go down. Get it? Go away, little buddy. No! No, 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 no. Ooh. I'm sorry. This level stresses me out. The fish stresses me out. Oh, ooh, okay. We're going up, lads. We're going up. People, not lads. Something else I wanted to talk about is gendered language. I don't like it. I try very hard not to use it. I'm aware I'm not perfect. And I don't kick myself for mistakes, but I do try to correct them and do better. I think that's what's expected of people. No one should ever expect you to not make a mistake, but anyways, we'll get into that later. So, dialing it all the way back to wig care. All these people were talking about fabric softener. It makes detangling easier, it makes it silkier, it makes it shinier, it takes shine off, it does all these things. Blah, 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 blah. So, I eventually found a video by, I'm pausing because I hate the term content creator, but I don't know what else to refer. A YouTuber, that's a better term. They also have an awesome Patreon from what I understand. My wife is subscribed. They're very talented seamstress. You may have seen their Strawberry Miku. That's right, I'm talking about SarahSpaceman. Insert 30 rock clip of SarahSpaceman bit, because that's funny. And I think of it every time I say her name.
Well, Dr. Spaceman. I owe you an apology, Trey.
This is Dr. Leo SarahSpaceman.
She does fantastic work, and she had a video on this exact topic. I thought I could get up there. About does it work, and it has a very clickbaity thumbnail that she clearly had a lot of fun making, and you do get to see her like giggling about it and stuff. It's just, she has such a wholesome energy. So I just know the answer to this level. There's a bunch of trapdoors. We're actually just going to go through a wrong one. Oh, what? Okay, I just wanted to go through a wrong one so I could go all the way back here, because I know that there is a mushroom and stuff down here that you can use to, you know what? This is fine. We're taking our time. Fish! Okay, see, that's the door we need. Oh, no. Oh, mushrooms despawned. Mushroom's gone. Mushroom's gone. That's fine. This is the block I was thinking of finding. Yeah, okay. So, SarahSpaceman did a video on this exact topic. Myth busting about, does it work? Does it help? Does it detangle? Does it do what the internet claims it does? And the first part of the video is, okay, I think it's 3-2 is what I always remember. So this is 2. So 3 means past the third area past the swamps. Yeah, so this one and then second door. 3-2. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know which door it is anymore. Is this a fire flower now? Oh, it's a tanuki. That is dope. And she did, honestly, I thank her so much. She did exactly what I needed someone to do. She did what I did, went online and looked up information and found so much conflicting information. Different times, different temperatures, unspecified amounts of everything, unspecified helpfulness, unspecified products, No reason why they use... Maybe it's 2-3. I think it's this door then. Yeah, there we go. And she was just as frustrated as I was. It makes no sense. Even like... Oh, there's that word again. The official... Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to be flying. Please stop, Mario. Oh no. Oh, these guys are so easy to beat. Why am I like this? But yeah, even the official Arda Wig YouTube channel had a video on this saying to do it with... I think they suggested 30 minutes to an hour soak. So that's what she went with, because Arda wigs make pretty good wigs. They're not the cheap shit. They're decent quality synthetic wigs. A lot of cosplayers use them. A lot of performers of all types use them. They're well known, well respected. Yada yada yada. I'm sorry if you can hear my rabbit digging in her hutch. I thought she needed her nails trimmed, which is why she was digging. She has so many toys. Put up a little picture of Latte looking mischievous here, editing Sean. I think the people need... Okay, why did that happen? The people need to know. Please don't come any closer. Yeah, I'm spamming buttons. I'm not afraid to admit it. There we go. I'm a button spammer when I panic. That's who I am. You can't change me. You would think I would be better. Actually, I really want the Fire Flower. I really like playing this game with the Fire Flower. I feel it's... I'm going to say more interest... Ooh, I forgot. This is the secret coins. I think it's more interesting. I feel... No shade. I feel the Tanuki tail, whatever it's called, does trivialize a lot of levels. I have the exact same issue with the cape in Super Mario World, which, controversial opinion, I don't think is as good as Super Mario Bros. 3. It is an excellent game, not my top 5. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of that one day, but not all in one sitting, because I'm not confident in how to play that game. I've beaten it once. I did not get 96 exits. I just beat it, you know? Nothing crazy. And yeah. So, as I was saying, SarahSpaceman did a video on this exact topic, I want to say like 2 years ago. But yeah, modern. That information's sort of not gonna go out of style. Unless there's been a major shift in how fabric softeners are created in the past 2 years, and maybe I'm a fool for not knowing this, but I don't even use fabric softener, I'll be honest. I use laundry powder and a bit of vinegar. Just white vinegar. The cheap stuff from Woolies or Coles, whatever, like $1 or $2 for a couple of litres. And it does a great job. All our clothes come out smelling fresh, nice, smooth, etc. So, I don't even own fabric softener, so that is also kind of a little bit of a inhibitant, why I didn't just do it. I feel like if there's that word again. I feel as though if I owned it, I would have I wouldn't have gone as deep a rabbit hole, and there's a stronger chance I would have just done it. Because that's just how I am. Barrier to entry is important to me. Being medicated makes that less bad, but it's not perfect. Now let's go to this mushroom house while we can. So, she broke it all down. I strongly recommend watching it. She's such a nice, wholesome person. Support her. She creates great work. She releases like weekly or something. It's just fantastic. Super cozy. My wife and I have been watching a lot of her. Not fluffing up other YouTubers, but I don't even call myself a YouTuber. I just make videos for fun. I'm not looking for success or anything. I've talked about this before. I do this so my wife has fun things to watch, and I am enjoying the act of creating videos and learning video editing. I'm a fool. I needed the shell down here. Can I? Oh, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, it's just coins. It's just coins. Shucks. Why is this block green? What have I did a glitch! Uh-oh. Not uh-oh, I did a glitch. Uh-oh, I have to get up here and whew. Yeah, see, bits like this, I feel... Oh no, go. Are greatly... The stress of them are greatly reduced by having a tail so you can flutter. And... You might have known this about me. I kind of like stressful things to some degree. Like... That's part of why I love Tetris. Like Tetris the Grandmaster really pushes you into really stressful Tetris situations. Because the game is hard. Like, it is bonkers difficult. I timed that so wrong. Normally you can hop out of that, is why I panicked and mashed jump. So I feel a bit of a goose there, but that's okay. That's a very comical death. Is it gonna go left? Oh no, I misjudged. I thought it was gonna go left. My brain panicked and went, no, left. You were wrong. I was going right. And then I'm like, nah, it's gonna go left. Alright. Do that. Bring you with me. Actually, I don't need to bring you with me. I can just kick you off. Up. Wonderful. Alright. Get rid of you. Do this. Because I think this... Yeah, okay, excellent. A power up. And then I can get back up here. And this jump is a lot easier. Whew. There we go. Yeah, so... Oh no. Spoilers for the video, but... She did 3 wigs. She did a control wig where she did not use any fabric softener. She did 1 wig where she did a bit of fabric softener. Don't go that way! No! I'm a fool. Why did it... I swear I used to know why these things moved the way they did. I feel like I'm just being silly. I'm pretty sure it's the side of the block. Or which way you're facing? I'm gonna do an experiment next time. I need to remember this. I haven't played this game in too long. I feel, because I played Mario Maker a bunch, this game kind of stopped needing to feel like it was played. Like, I felt... Thank goodness. I finally cracked 20 lives. This should be a 5-lifer, right? Beautiful. But yeah, so SarahSpaceman... I am never getting through a single story, am I? She did this video, 3 wigs, 1 control, 2 different styles of fabric softener. Fantastic. She tried out... and she tried to tangle the wigs as similarly as possible. The first set of wigs, she did... Goodness. Can't go in this pipe. So this level is stressful. These little dudes throw stuff, and that scares me. Because I'm a big old... Ooh. I feel like I knew about this. Go away, little fireball. You're in my way. Yeah. Yeah, okay, it's just some coins and stuff. Yeah, so... Basically, she did all of this. Ooh. Okay, I don't know why it tried to send me backwards. I think the game trolled me a little. I don't know what all that was about. I feel like I messed up that secret somewhat. That's okay. Yeah, so she did all of this. I'll skim past it, but she did quite a controlled experiment. She tangled them in incredibly similar ways. Then she just saw how quickly she could detangle them. And something I really took away from that video was her approach to detangling was interesting. I say this like I know so much. She did a lot of what people say not to do. She was a little bit aggressive, but she just used a fairly... She used the same brush she uses on her hair. She says a wet brush or something. Maybe people who are into brushes, people with long hair know more about this than me, but I'm unfamiliar with the type of brush. It just looked like a pretty standard brush, paddle brush. What do I say? Yeah, and she just went at it. Just boom, 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 boom. Smash, 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 smash. Okay. Okay. I feel like going under was the play. These dudes all... Dudes, that gendered language. These ghost panels things always get me. Like, there's that word. Can I go above? Okay, there's no ghosts up here. Woo! I do wonder how those enemies are programmed. Is the platform the enemy? Is it an enemy attached to the platform and it just overlaps in a way that makes it look attached? I think it's the latter. And that's why they're able to have someone top, someone bottom. Right, come over here, buddy. But yeah. So she did this whole video. It was 20 something minutes, maybe slightly over 30, you know, YouTube length. And it boiled down essentially to the fabric softener making zero difference. What am I trying to say? It wasn't like within a margin of error, no difference. It was... Okay, I'm going to wait because I think this drops a mushroom. I did kill the fish, that makes me happy, but he comes back pretty quick. That seemed a lot quicker than I expected, actually. I thought he was going to stay gone for a bit. Ooh, coins. We're stuck here for a second anyway. Oh, why did I start going? Fool's errand. But yeah, so it boiled down to just dunking it for, what was it, 30 minutes? Fish got me. She was slower to detangle it. It didn't seem to make a shine difference or anything like that. But the second one where she soaked it for, I think it was like 6 hours, something like that. It was a substantial amount of time. It did come back quicker, but I think she commented on it that it smelt a bit more, and it really was. So she detangled the first wig. Sorry, I need to step back a little bit. I'm terrible at telling stories. If I edited this to be chronological, it would be insane. But, well, excellent. Go, go, go. So, the first wigs, the control, and the first wig she did light tangling, like regular human using a wig tangling. More or less. She did throw it in a dryer, but you did it for like a minute. On cold. Just before anyone freaks out. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, okay. How far do you expect me to go? And the second wig, second set, where she did the much longer soak, she significantly more aggressively tangled the wigs. So she roughed them up hard. It's not normal wig usage, that's for sure. Because she wanted to see if that, because obviously that would make a difference in detangling. And it did. I think it doubled her time to detangle the control wig. Or maybe more so. Oh, can we get another star? I think we can. I think we just get it. We do. And that was really cool. But the significantly longer soaked fabric softener one did come out like a minute quicker. It was not a margin of error quicker, but it smelt. It was a bit tacky. She was like, I would not do this again. And she got a friend, someone who, I believe another YouTube creator on. I'll link them if I... Editing Sean, go and find them and link them if they're still doing... Well, just go and link them, even if they're not still doing stuff. They deserve... Okay. We're going to go down there. This might be a mistake. Okay. Definitely a mistake. I'm going to try that again. But I'm going to use a mushroom. I think this is valid. And yeah, so at the end of the video, she got, I think her friend, someone she knows who is, like, all about synthetic wigs. It's, oh, very, very talented wig stylist. Oh, for real? That wasn't close enough. Can I, like... Oh, that's not going to be close enough either. Alright, we're giving up. Giving up. We're just going up. Can I blow up these blocks? You can in Mario Maker. You cannot in Mario 3. Okay. That's fine. You know what? We don't need to get every secret. But that video... Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. I shouldn't talk about that. That's bad language. I'm not dumb. I made a mistake. And that's okay. Mistakes get made. Just like that. Okay, that's very, very funny to me. That was a very... I died literally pixels away from picking up the one up. So I just lost a life instead of nullifying it. I think there is a 1-up or something here. Okay, maybe I'm just crazy. There's nothing up there. Maybe I'm not crazy. Okay, we are not going down. I think this was just coins. Yeah, just coins. That's okay. That's okay. Right, I don't want this guy following me. Get him out of here. Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, so that really helped assure me I don't need to do this hack that people keep talking about. It gave me a lot of confidence to say, no, I won't do that. And then I can just brush it. Something, so one of the big things was the wig stylist was like, no, I've never done this. I just use, I think it was Main Entangle, maybe that was one of the comments. But she just uses a product specifically designed for it, doesn't have a weird smell, just helps detangle hair. I think it's essentially hair lube, is what I would describe it as. It's what I've been thinking of it as. Oh, that was close. Ah, this fish is forever away. But yeah. So that helped really assure me that I don't need to do anything crazy like that. Oh, excellent. Another 5 lives. I can just brush. I did pick up a spray bottle because a little bit of moisture does help mild frizzing. That's a real thing. That's something I saw. It helps the hair clump back together and reset. And well, not reset, but it helps it, like, that word again. Come back together, get rid of a bit of the static, all that fun stuff. So I did that, and I picked up a little brush. So the detangling comb, the wig comb, is great. Please find the one so we can change it back. Oh, he's an ugly, he's a kappa. So yeah, I did pick up a little brush, which I've half killed. It was like $3 from Daiso. And it has really helped though, because it's, the prongs are not like they'll bend. They're not aggressive, like, and it's helped tease out a lot of the tangles that I wasn't getting out, or like I was finding really hard to get out with a comb. So that was really helpful. And the other thing I did, I ended up, so I've decided that that old peach wig is, before I started all this, I'm like, to myself, I was like, right, I give myself permission to screw this wig up. I have a backup wig, the one you are seeing on my head now, that I'm happy to wear if all goes wrong. I gave myself that permission to use it as a learning experience with no cost of failure. If I completely destroyed the wig, I would be slightly sad because I screwed up, but I would be fine with it mentally. And I think that's important. It's a good mindset to have, to go in knowing failure is an okay option. It really, really helped me at least. So I did get it detangled. I was really happy with it. Light spraying, brushing through. I got it to a point where I could run my fingers through it pretty much. The only thing is those really, really frazzled? Frizzy. That's the word I'm looking for. Frizzy ends. Okay, we've got this. We've only got one more hit. Excellent. Were not going down. They were stressed. Something had happened to them. I'm not sure if it was me, the previous owner, or what. Not blaming them. It's just an older synthetic wig. What I have tried, so it's slightly wavy. So I didn't use the straightener, which some people say you can do if you're really careful. You do one pass at a time, really careful, because obviously these things are made of plastic. They will melt, they will burn, they will darken, you'll kill them pretty easy. Right, ooh, what's this? Greetings, the white blocks contain magic powers that will enable you to defeat your enemies. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. Cute. It's so weirdly quiet between scene transitions. But yeah, so instead of doing that, which I was comfortable I could do, but it's a slightly wavy wig and it would have left it straight. And I don't own rollers. This was also last night. I've been working on this for the past couple of days, but it's been a learning experience, obviously. So it's been taking a lot longer than it would have if I knew what I was doing. If I started from scratch now, I would get it done much quicker. But not saying I am by no means an expert, obviously. I just have slightly more information and have done it once. And that makes a big difference sometimes. Oh, I wasn't sure if I was... Okay, I'm mucking up. Okay, I'm not getting what's in that block then. Please don't shoot. Okay, it's fine. So, what I did learn is you can put it in... Oh, shoot. Oops. I'm not wearing a wig cap. I didn't learn to use a wig cap. I tried this morning. I looked it up. I read the instructions. It's like, put it on, put a bunch of pins in it. I do own bobby pins and stuff. So I tried that. I could not get the bobby pins to attach it to my head. Like, they were just not gripping. And I don't have very long hair, so I suspect it might be something to do with that. But that is something I will learn down the line. I wasn't shooting for... I gave myself permission as well not to be perfect here. Right? That's also important, because I have... No. Straight down the hole. No hesitation. Delightful. I have an issue with perfectionism. That's something I've been working on. I'm significantly better than I was. Especially when it comes to my work. Like, there's that word again. I do shoot for very high quality, but I'm pragmatic about it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I should knock out any genuine issues I see. So minor optimizations and stuff I can do. I can accept slightly less than optimal code. I still have to make my code pretty. And by pretty, I mean it has to look nice to me. But other than that, I'm quite easy breezy going these days. Assuming... Oh, no. Okay, alright. Hang on. There we go. Timing. Come on, jump, little buddy. I know the secrets to defeating them. I always just jump over them in this game. I now know... I've now picked up the secret to defeating them. Where's the blocks? Oh, I thought I had a little more juice than that. But yeah, so what I have done... is I dunked the frizzy end in a mixing bowl with water I boiled in my kettle for 2 minutes. This was last night. Yesterday afternoon before I went out, I did this. So I had time to dry for today, if I wanted to use it. Which, as you can see, I've decided against. Not because that didn't work. I actually haven't... I just didn't have the time. Oh, goodness. This is always such a stressful section of the game. So I'm sorry if I'm... Alright. Let's get this one up. Yeah. Perfect. Is there anything in these blocks? Nope. So. It's sitting on the table, on top of a towel. Don't stress. It is dry now. Obviously this morning it wasn't that wet. I patted it dry with a towel. I didn't squeeze it out. I didn't twist it. I didn't anything. I just laid it out on top of the little wig standy thing so it can air. So I bought specifically a new one that it's just like two metal things like this that it sits on top of, so it's fully aired out underneath. I didn't even get the wig cap wet. I only did the ends because they're the only parts I wanted to attempt. Because if I wrecked those, I could technically cut it short and make it into a different type of wig, was my thought. I haven't destroyed it. It's sitting on the table. It looks okay. I'm not convinced it's gotten rid of all of the fraying, but it looks like it's significantly better. I am going to post before and after pictures of this wig, so you can see sort of how I've gone. I think that's a cute idea, so you'll see... These fire dudes are cute. So you'll see how I went with it, what stages it's gone through. Honestly, feel free to comment below if you can think of something I could have done better, or like... There's that word. Or you can think of something I shouldn't have done. Maybe you're a much more experienced person than me. Maybe you want to weigh in on the fabric softener debate. Feel free. But, I know. Oh no! I've let him live too long. He's become too powerful. Alright, we're good. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of frizziness in my face. It's okay. There we go. But yeah, so... I was pleased with that. I feel like I've made sensible decisions. I've gone slow. I've gone careful. I don't... Yeah, so... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Woo, we're safe. This is going to be very helpful. Thank you, game. Is this the one? No, okay. Yep, so... That wig is sitting on the table. It looks like it's a lot less frizzy. It needs, obviously, to be detangled again, like brushed through. But it looks like it's reset a bit. I do suspect the bottom chunk, like the real bottom chunk, is probably too far gone to have been reset. And I knew that before I did it, but it was an experiment for myself to see how all this works. This is how I learn, right? I'm one of those people who learn by doing. I feel that's not silly. There's a lot of people like that. I'm not unique. I'm not special, etc. I'm going to wiggle my mouse just in case Windows tries to turn on a screensaver. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I've learned a lot. I'm certainly no expert, but I do now feel significantly more confident I can brush out a wig properly. I definitely cannot style a wig yet. I definitely cannot resuscitate a dead wig, I would not say, but I definitely feel like I've learned a bit, and I really appreciate that this project has done that for me. Oh no. There we go. Fireflower beats all, baby. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. It's taught me a lot. Is one of them going to come on top of me? Yep. I just shoot. But yeah. So I'm really pleased with that. Like, I enjoy wearing wigs. I think it's a bit of fun goofiness. Not even goofiness. I just think it's a bit of fun. Like, oh, there's that word again. I had it was super relaxing. I popped on YouTube. So I have the wig head clamp. So the other wig head, which I've been using for brushing out, clamped to my desk right to the side. You can't see it. I'm slightly off tilt. That's okay. I'm in the frame. I'm in the frame. Yeah, it was really cathartic. I can see myself brushing out wigs for fun. I also did want my own wig head so I could keep one out, because every time you put it away... Oh, am I gonna... Can I do this? Oh, do I... You know what? I'm gonna take it. Big world scares me. Fool! You fool! Ha! It's a sign that I should have kept the fireflower. I forgot these enemies existed. The bullet bills that chase you. Are you kidding me? How did that hit me? Yep, that was a time. This camera is bugging me now that I know it's not centered. Hang on. Ha! Non-technical solution. Look at me go. Number 5 next. Just gonna move that so it feels like it's in my face. There we go. All better. I'm guessing that all happened when I got up, moved around, wiggled my chair, showed off my dress, etc. So, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying I think that's when it happened, okay? Let's go. Alright, we can get the fireflower again. Oh, okay, that's okay. This still is a fireflower, right? No, that's right. A fireflower and a mushroom are actually the same code. It just, you know. Oh, I'm the world's greatest gamer. Don't take this away from me. Oh, I had the speed. Can you shoot at me? Oh, that's right. It's going to come back. We can just boop. And come shoot at me again. Shoot at me again. We're going up that vine. I don't think I've ever been up this vine. Or at least I don't remember what's up here. Shoot at me! You jerk! Are you kidding? Okay. Whew. I was going to say, I thought for a second it only shot 2 of them, but it does not. It shoots many. Oh. It's the Tanuki suit. What is it? There we go. I turned into Stone Mario. Oh, sick. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to lose this power up immediately, as I usually do. But I love this thing. Like... It's like the titular power-up of this game. Alright, fine. I won't get all those coins. I will try to keep it as long as possible. It lets you kill a lot of enemies that are otherwise invincible. The fires that shoot out of the cannons, it can kill those. I learnt that once from like a YouTube short or something. I was genuinely impressed. Oops, it's bonk. Oh, you still hop. I didn't know that. But it's a one-hit kill, okay. So I think I was somehow accidentally triggering that speed increase. We're going to stay in Big Land, I think. No, get away from me. I do not want that disgusting inferior power-up. How could you? How? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, oh. Alright. Well, I can't even get the disgusting inferior power-up now. Oh, Nintendo, you got me. You tricked me. You pulled a... You pulled a Mario Maker on me. Rude. Bonk. Okay, you're just coins. But yeah, had a lot of fun with it. Okay, we can get 5 lives here. Just go, whoop, unload it. I think that should be unloaded. I don't care about that. 5 lives is way more important than a power-up. Beautiful. Whew. Need a bit of water. I'm trying not to have too much liquid in this outfit because reasons I won't explain. I'm sure anyone who's worn something like this can intuit why I may not be ingesting too much liquid. But yeah, that was sort of my little wig journey. I guess the only addendum to that is getting this tiara. So, I was in the city yesterday buying stuff up for all this, the brush, etc, etc. I was making a little day of it. I had a really nice lunch. I had a beautiful vegan paella. That was really nice. I feel like I should have had a power up for this level. That's okay. We're gonna get one right here. I keep forgetting to check how that power up moving works. There we go. Whew. That's right, there's a door here. And these weird blocks. I forget about these. These aren't in Mario Maker. These are so weird. I don't know who came up with these, but they're cool. I love them. I actually don't know what the rest of this level looks like outside of this little zone. I don't know if I've done it since I was a child. Yeah, the tiara. Sorry. Oh! Forgot that that's how that works. Down. There we go. Go through the pipe. Pipe transitions are slow. Up pipes are a pain, even in this game. Yeah, so the tiara, I decided I wanted to get one while I was out. I completely blanked. I used to own a tiara that I won for being the prettiest girl at a party. Oh, sorry, prettiest woman at a party. Oh no! And I'll touch on that again later when I talk about drag stuff and whatnot, and my experience with gender non-conforming dressing. But yeah, I'm like, I want a tiara, and I'm like, where do I get a tiara from? Right? I tried going to multiple different, like Maya and stuff. Maya, Kmart, Target. I think of the big 3 I tried. Going to their kids section. You know, they have like costumes and whatnot. Like, surely they have like a crummy plastic tiara I could use. After I'd wandered completely the wrong direction in town, wandered a bunch in town, I did not find a single tiara that I could use. And I also realized at the last store, I'm checking like the kids' toy section. If I found a tiara, it's not going to fit my head. It's going to be super uncomfortable if I stretch it out. It'll rub against my head. Please find the magic wand. It's a dinosaur. Why would you want to not be a dinosaur? I guess talking's kind of useful. But yeah. Then I realized, after all that, I'm like, if I found one, it wouldn't even fit. I felt very so. I'm like, hang on. I've literally been to a costume shop in this city. I know there's a costume shop, like a proper adult costume. Not an adult costume shop. And these are the fire bars I was talking about earlier. I would show you killing one if I still had the power up. But, yeah, so I went to a costume shop. Found this. It came with the necklace and earrings, but I don't have pierced ears, so that's a moot point. Chatted to the guy there a little bit. He was really nice. He was like, yeah, I got these in. I wasn't so sure if I'd sell. Like, it was a bit of a risky. They were like 30 odd bucks. So, you know, a little pricey for costume jewelry, but it's made of metal. Like, it is metal. It's not like gold. There's that word again, though. But it is metal. It's got the little, obviously, resin cast gems or whatever, plastic, whatever they are. It's not high quality gems, but it's cute. And it fit the vibe. It was the vibe I was looking for. And, you know, I took it home, yada yada. Last night after, around like, I want to say like 10:30 when I got home from stuff. I'm like, oh, I should actually try attaching this, figure out how it works. Because it's got little loops on the back. It doesn't have a comb. It doesn't... Yeah, so I'm like, okay. So I put I try to put hairpins on it. They're kind of fat. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. So I googled it. Apparently, I'm supposed to have elastic on it or something. It's supposed to be hidden by the hairstyle when you get it put in by your stylist. I obviously do not have a stylist. Yeah, I tried a few things, because I don't just have elastic on hand. It was a bajillion o'clock at night, and I started recording this, or getting ready to record this, I should say, basically as I rolled out of bed. So, I haven't had time to go and do anything. I tried threading hair through the loops and using that. It didn't work. It was just not stable at all. So before I put it on, I attached bobby pins to it. And then I've just sort of stuck those bobby pins through the wig as I've put it on. Not ideal. I need to get better bobby pins. SarahSpaceman actually recommended some really cool ones, which are just like straight bobby pins, which is apparently what proper stylists and wig people use. Because they're just straight, they're quite wide, they're quite deep. So they're excellent. They're not like your regular hair bobby pins. You wouldn't use them for that. Or maybe you would, I don't know. I'm not a hairstylist. Maybe you do. Anyways, they're super useful for this stuff. And because they go through cleanly, they don't have the little plastic ends on them, they don't wreck your wig cap bit, or anything like that. I don't have those, so I'm using this. But I did make it work. It is not the most stable. You can see it shift around a bit. Is it? No, it's pretty straight. It just kind of looks crooked in the lighting. It has fallen off twice as I was digging through cords and stuff. Like, if I lean forwards, it'll fall out. Probably. It's definitely not securely in there. The thief who stole the whistle has escaped to the east side of the sand dunes. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. I've already gotten that whistle. I do like that they give you hints, so when you replay it, because like, you're not expected to beat this on your first try. And there was that word again. Is this the one with the chain jumps? Fun fact, if you hang around for, I think it's 50 little leaps they do, they actually break free. I could show you that, but I don't really want to hang around. Maybe I will show you that. Am I going to get got? Oh, sick. Okay, I am picking up speed. Oh no, okay, whoops, I goofed it. Excellent. Okay, we're back. High speed, go. Star? Yeah, star card, let's go. Whew. Excellent. Well, we're World 5, we're over halfway through the game, look at this. We're at about the 2-hour recording mark, ignoring the fact I restarted half hour in. I'm sort of on pace for what I was expecting. I am going to get slower, obviously, because the levels get harder and longer and all that stuff. But I'm feeling... Oh, please let me in the pipe. Thank you. Pretty good. Whew. Cool. So, where are we? I'm just going to let this guy hop away somewhere. So he's out of my way. Oh, you can see the other background behind this because they... Yeah. Tile-based games. It's funny. That's how they saved some memory. That's cute. Enough speed? Yeah, excellent. Okay. I'm at least getting these, which is really nice. Get that out of the way. Getting a little bit... Oh no, oh no. Ah! What's happening? What are you doing, Wig? What are you doing? Why are you betraying me? Why are you in my mouth? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We're safe. We're safe. We're safe. Oh. Cool beans. Pick a box. What was I saying? Oh! Rare Tanuki suit. What? That's hype. Honestly, hype. That made me happy. We're all still recording. Also got sound. Excellent. I'm very paranoid. I even made sure I had like 300 gig free on this disk I'm recording to. I just deleted a couple of games. God, games are getting big. They need to stop being so big. Stop sending me uncompressed audio. I don't care. This game's like a megabyte. If that, I don't actually know how big this game is. I'd be surprised if it was over a megabyte. I could look. Kurobo's shoe, the one level this item is in. Okay, stop being inside Spinies, please. Excuse me? Do I need a... like... Excuse me? What am I doing wrong? Okay. Can I not get it if I'm big? Is that what's happening? Is it because I have a... It might be because I have a power-up. I'm not going to throw away my power-up for Kurobo's shoe. Am I? Oh, I might. Hang on. No, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think it's because I'm big and using powerful attacks. Well, I'm not big anymore, but I don't know if there's any more shoes in the level. Yeah, I got a fire flower again now, though. Ooh. Oh, that fire is right where I wanted to be standing. It's okay. I accidentally pressed the button early. Right, iframes, iframes. We're good, we're good, we're good. Secret life? No. Boo, Nintendo. That should have been a life. This way. So I keep getting messed up by the preview window. I keep thinking it's a mirror, and it is obviously not. What else have I got on my list to talk about? I've talked about wigs, I've talked about my tiara. I feel like I'll leave my gender non-conforming stuff to a little later. So I really hope I'm using that word correctly. I'm not trying to appropriate anyone's culture or anything like that. I believe it is my understanding of the term, just for clarity, is when someone who is masc presenting traditionally, or femme presenting traditionally, presents as, or not even presents as the opposite gender. That's not quite what I mean. It's, I thought there was a power up in here. There is not. I'm just wrecking stuff. I was under the impression, so maybe I am using it wrong. So maybe, okay. I'm stumbling on my... I am trying to be careful here. This is a topic that I know is obviously very sensitive. I try to be very respectful when I talk about something that could have... Not could have. What's the word I'm using? Oh, this is an awkward jump. I hate this jump. Cool. So, for clarity, I am a cis-het man. I don't know if that's important to anyone here, but that is what I am. That's how I identify. Okay, that leaf is still coming. I can still get it. Cool, cool, cool. Just for clarity, that is how I identify. That is what I believe I am. You know what? Bugger. Let's just talk about this now. Okay, I can't get up there. Ah, okay. I'm supposed to go all the way. Well, there goes that. So I'm not going up there. Ooh, no, I'm not going to go back for it. Am I going to go back for it? I feel like that's... Oh my gosh, I rested my finger on the control. I must admit, it is more effort controlling my fingers through this glove. It is slightly stiffer. I'm not blaming the gloves. This is not the glove's fault. I have chosen to do this. I'm a dummy because I wanted to look cute and complete the look. I don't care that it's slightly impractical. Getting that out there. But yeah. So, yeah. My understanding of gender non-conforming is basically, if you're someone who identifies as male, it's just wearing clothes society considers femme. So skirts, crop tops, dresses, wigs, jewelry, makeup. If you're a woman, I believe it's more like, that word again, more as though you know, tomboy looks, short hair, suits, pants, etc. That was silly. I thought I landed on the block. I won't get into if I think one of them is less accepted by society than the other. I have opinions there, but I also only have a single side of the story, and I'm no expert. I suspect I just don't know it. I think both sides are very difficult. I only have experience with one side, obviously, being one person. I only get one experience. So I can't see what it's like on the other side, so... Yeah. Ever since I was young, I've had a fascination with women's clothing. I think it's really fun. I think it's really interesting. I think a lot of men's clothing, not all, is really boring. It's very plain. It's tees, it's jeans. And don't get me wrong, I love this for everyday wear. I think people should wear comfortable, simple clothes every day. That's life. Life should be comfortable and easy. I think it's... I've touched on this before. I think it's insane the level of pressure we put on women to present day to day. I also feel it's my lived experience. I hate wearing a tie. I hate wearing slacks. I hate wearing white button-up shirts or pattern button-up shirts for work. I think it's insanity. I had to do it for years in an IT role where I never saw customers. And I was crawling under desks, getting behind computers. I had to wear business shoes, black slacks, a shirt. It was just a nightmare. It was crap. It was so stupid. And we would occasionally have like a casual day, and that was apparently fine. And I've always had the opinion that if a casual day is fine for one day, casual wear is fine the entirety you work at this business. Every day. These aren't stopping. I have to send it. Hiya! Yeah. But I don't think... So, gender non-conforming also doesn't just apply, oh my goodness, to clothing. You can have gender non-conforming hobbies. For instance, I do pole dancing, which I'll talk about more later, but it is obviously a field dominated by people who present femme. I have no issues with this. This is going to sound terrible. A little bit of context. Growing up as a kid, like aged up to like, I want to say 12, 13, I did have a lot of experience chatting with, I was going to say women, girls. They're children, they're girls. That's the right word. I try to catch myself from ever referring to an adult woman as girl or female. I used to say female because it felt less awkward. But I have stopped doing that for many years. I do my best to catch myself. But yeah, that's why I hesitated when I said girl, because I'm like, oh no, did I just do the dumb thing again? But no. Yeah. It is genuinely... Yeah, sorry. Getting run around. Another Tanuki suit, let's go. No. I can wait till after the level has ended to get my drink. And this is the level I like always lose this suit like immediately. By that Cooper I think takes it away from me most times. Oh no, I goofed up. Yeah, from like middle school to high school I had very little interaction with, I guess I'd say women at this point. Because we're talking like 13 to 18 range. It's girls / women. Now, I do kind of feel weird calling an 18-year-old a woman when I'm thinking about when I was at school. Because it just sounds like it feels like it sounds dodgy, and I promise you I'm not thinking anything horrendous, far out. And I am trying to be very cautious as I talk about these topics. Obviously, I am putting my opinion out on the internet. I could potentially cop a lot of flack, it could be taken out of context, scrutinized. I do my best to be a good person. Okay, that's really funny. I did not expect that. Do I even want a mushroom for this level? I don't think I do. I don't think I do at all. Oh. Yeah, so, during middle school and high school, I hung out with dudes. Guys, men, kids, boys. I'm calling them boys. They were not men. I'm sorry. I don't care what bum fluff they had on their face. They were boys. And not this boys will be boys crap. They were just, you know, boys. Boys in school do suck. A lot of the time. But yeah. So... I'm being careful how I phrase this stuff. Obviously. I'm talking about very sensitive topics on the internet, my opinion, etc. So I hate that this is such a sensitive topic. I think this is insanity. People should be allowed to talk about stuff. I saw that happening. I might edit out my gasp, but know that I did if I did. If I edit it out, know that I gasped there. Oh, I clicked onto a house. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Mash, mash, mash. I have given up ever... Are you kidding me? Every playthrough of this game, I've basically never been able to win this game. Like, genuinely, trying, not trying, I basically never win. I'm sorry, this is blowing up. I've won that twice. 2 of 2 times. Not even 2 of, like, 8. That's... I'm sorry, that's wild to me. Oh no, I was going to use a star. I was trying to use a star. My dress is sitting a little funny. Yeah. So, in that time frame, I had very little experience with girls/women. And I think that shaped me. That's not in a good way. Oh yeah, there's a star. I'm also trying to use... Oh, I'm an idiot. He went behind the block. Oh, and I went into this level. I hope this runs out before I need to hop on one of these guys. Okay, alright, saved. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm playing really dumb. Oh. So this is really funny to me. Okay, he's on this side. I'm gonna use another star power up because my thing's full anyway. I need to start clearing out. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm genuinely laughing at myself. This is silly. I'm having a great time with this. I want you to know I love being dressed up like this. This is fun. I'm playing a game I love. I'm getting to just do this for a huge chunk of the day. Like, this is my morning. I woke up, I got dressed, which honestly a bit of a journey. I think it took me around, I want to say around half hour at least, to get dressed up, get my wig sitting properly, detangle it again, like a little bit, because it just got a little bit frizzy overnight. I do want... You know what? I'm gonna cheese the level. I'm gonna use a P. This is how serious I am about not wanting to drain my lives. So I've used an item. I don't know how much you know about Super Mario Bros. 3. It's obviously an older game. It's such a good game though. You should absolutely play it if you've never played it. It's on the Nintendo Switch Online. It plays fine there. I just couldn't get that set up to work with me with no input lag, which you need low input lag. Honestly, playing this on a TV, like an LCD TV today, or OLED TV, whatever they are, is so much harder than playing it playing it on a CRT. And this isn't even a joke. This isn't even oh, CRTs are so much better. I love my 4K TV, 65-inch, 60-inch. It's gorgeous. Oh, there's nothing there. CRTs are fun. I love them for nostalgic reasons. They do present pixel art very differently. I don't think that's that important, personally. I'm also not an artist, and I'm not someone who takes aesthetics majorly into account. I obviously like things to look away. I have opinions, but I am fine with crisp pixel art on old games. I think it looks fine. It does look different on a CRT. I'm not pretending it doesn't. This is neither here nor there. I've gotten so far off track. Where on earth is my brain? Sorry, so much happened. Right, so during school, middle school / high school, I had very little interaction with women. And this isn't a good thing. This is terrible. And this is why I firmly believe in DEI. Diversity Inclusive I. No, I don't know what DEI stands for, I'll be honest. But I do know it means hiring people from different cultures, different backgrounds, different genders, different sexualities, etc. Having a... This feels like a trap. I'm not getting those blocks. You can't trick me, Mario. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, I sent it when I should have stopped. I'm panicking. As if that guy gets me. As if that guy gets me. Come on. So, there's a very real point in my life where I feel like I genuinely could have ended up with incel tendencies. And I'm conscious of that even today. I no longer feel anything like that. Due to the way I live my life, I now am in communication with women constantly. They are just people with different lived experiences. And so, I hate saying just people. Like, that feels very admonishing. Diminishing? Like, oh, there's that word again. They are people with they are just people with different lived experiences. That's what it is. Trans people are the same. People of color are the same. People of different sexualities are the same. They've all lived regular-ass lives with different problems. Okay, I'm going maybe a bit quick here. Different problems to me, right? I'm a straight white guy, middle-class-ish. No, firmly middle class, sorry, I'm not going to pretend. I am firmly middle, I was raised firmly middle class. Both my parents worked. We had a house with every kid getting their own bedroom. We got an extension built at one point. They have a pool. Like, we did not struggle. My parents were sensible with money. They did help me learn the value of money. Like, there's that word again. I wasn't just given everything. I did have to work. I bought my own GameCube. I bought my own video games. I had to do chores to earn money. I do believe they instilled into me the value of $1, and I'm very appreciative of them for that. We're not talking about my parents right now. It's a minor side tangent. But, so I just genuinely didn't interact with women for a long time. And I was a 4chan guy. I was on 4chan for a long time. Like /B, random, whatever you call it. Never the, well, I was going to say never the disgusting boards, but they're all disgusting. There is no good board on 4chan. Fight me in the comments. I will not apologize. Dang it, for this opinion. 4chan is... I'm going to say it is detrimental to society. I tend not to believe technology can be evil, but I feel like an anonymous message board, this is sitting funny, is definitely not great technology. Like, there's that word. I'm going to use a power-up. I don't know what this level is. I'm just going to go... Let's just go mushy. I could... Okay, I'm going to sip some water before the next round. There we go. So yeah, there was a very real point where I feel if I was on the modern internet as it is today, I could have ended up down one of those alt-right rabbit holes. I genuinely believe I could. I do think I'm a nice and kind person. I have selfish tendencies. I'm mindful of them, and I work hard not to let them win out. It's... Oh, God, I thought that disappeared, unloaded. I can go up through these, can't I? No, I can't. Woo! I know you can hop on this guy. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. It's not worth that biscuit. That biscuit is not worth. That biscuit is not worth, Sean. Okay, it isn't. I got him. Sorry. This is supposed to be calming. I'm stressed. Oh my god, this level... This is a level that's made a lot easier with a tail. Oh my goodness. So I might edit out my heavy breathing. That, whoo, genuine heart rate up. I am very happy I survived that level. I did not want to do it again, and I got 5 up. Okay, we have 50 lives. I'm very happy with this. I am playing in a way that makes me very happy. I'm pleased with the outcome. I will take a short break after this world, just to like touch base with my wife, etc. My butt is getting a bit sore, I'll be honest, like, there's that word. I'm not, so something I do, I'm going on so many tangents, I love it. I haven't shifted my position much because this dress and petticoat makes it a bit awkward. Normally I'll sit a little bit cross-legged, like I have one leg up pretty much universally. Never both, one at a time. And I chop and change them, I shuffle around in my seat, I lean. I don't get this issue because normally I record videos for maybe an hour and I get up between recordings. I've been going for nearly 2 hours since I did all my faffing about with the controllers and whatnot. So I've just been sitting in the one position for 2 hours. So I need to get up, I need to stretch my legs. I need to stretch my butt, honestly. In a non-sexual way. Oh my gosh. I'm aware that sounded really dirty. Yeah. So there was a very real point where I feel I could have succumbed to that alt-right rabbit hole that is polished to such a sheen on the internet today. It's terrifying. I won't go down this topic right now. I don't know if I will. I honestly don't know a whole lot about it. Weirdly enough, I know that it exists. I know that the algorithms on TikTok and YouTube and blah 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 pushes it super aggressively. I don't know the technicalness behind it. I don't know if it's an intentional design by the companies, or if it's just how people are abusing it or what have you. I feel like there is some people who are making these decisions and doing it though, and that they should be held accountable because it is not good. I have very strong opinions on this and I will voice them confidently. The alt-right pipeline is bad for society. It's just horrendous for society. I'm aware I look like a woke leftist sitting here right now talking about... I hate that term. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't even say it ironically. It is so dumb. Alright, I'm going to read Peach's letter and then we're going to have a little break. And then I'll continue this story. I promise I won't forget the story I'm on. Greetings. Be careful in the ice world. The creatures trapped in the ice will come to life if warmed. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. Right. Back in a sec. Welcome back. I've had a nice little rest. I got up, I stretched my legs, I chatted to my wife. I'm ready to get back to the video, so I'm going to switch scenes. Boop. Switch Alt-Tab to the right thing. There we go. Bring this a little closer. Alrighty. World 6, the Ice World. Not my favorite world, but let's get into it. So, as I was talking about, I haven't forgotten, as promised. I remembered. I'm a good boy. My meds helped with that a lot. My train of thought does not just immediately get lost. I probably shouldn't let myself go on so many tangents, but I'm having fun with it, so I'm allowing it. It doesn't have to be super coherent. A lot of this videos is just making sure I am talking. Content really is not important. The main purpose for these videos, as I've said before, is for something for my wife to listen to. While I'm busy, away, asleep, etc., she can just put something on and hear me chitter-chatter away, because she loves that. She loves people chitter-chattering away. It helps her sleep, it makes her feel like she's not alone. It's very wholesome. Yeah. I also like to try to make sure these are relatively coherent. I take them as a bit of an excuse to learn some skills. Obviously, I'm learning... let's go take care of this guy. Video editing, YouTube, thumbnail editing, etc. All those bits and bobs. I tried not to make my thumbnails clickbaity. I try to have a consistent style. I think that's fun. But I'm getting away from myself. I was talking about how I nearly... could potentially have become an incel. Or whatever they were called. I think the term existed back when I was a kid, I don't know. Maybe it was just the weird kid back then. But yeah. Whoop. So, what was the timeline? I'm trying to remember. Because at one point, I did get a partner. I think it was... after I'd left school. I was... at university, I believe. I guess just before that, actually. There was a little time. I failed year 12. I had to redo my final year of school because I did not pass. Just not good enough grades, not applying myself enough, ADHD stuff. It should have been obvious. I did use my report cards and my schooling as some of the stronger evidence for my, I think this is my actual problem. I genuinely believe I have this. And yeah, so in year 13, I had to hang out with just a almost completely different group of people. And I don't know what's up there. What's alive? Yes, beautiful. I actually ended up hanging out with sort of the scene/emo crowd, which contained women. That was great. So that was sort of my first foray into, I was super awkward still. I was not charming. I am oblivious as heck, by the way. I can never tell when anyone is flirting with me. But I'm better about it these days. I'm much more conscious. I've had enough practice of people actually flirting with me has made it a lot easier to notice that. And it turns out that can happen when you actually hang around women. But, not the point. So, I hung out with them. I was my goofy... I was still just a goofy nerd. I did not turn scene or emo or anything. I was just a nerd. I hung out with them. We chatted. It was good fun. They were nice people for the most part. They were nice people. I don't think even for the most part it's required. There was some shittery, but it's kids at school. They don't know how to handle situations and they do stupid shit. Not kids will be kids type stuff. Benign stuff. We're not getting into that. Nothing bad, I promise. But yeah, that was sort of when I first started really talking to women, hanging around them as people. Not as someone... I'm not going to say someone to conquer. I don't think I've never been a pickup person. I don't think I've... Gosh. Ooh, that one up was like pure white. Go, send... Okay, I should have just sent it. It's okay. Come on. Yes, I have so many... I'm so happy with this. I'm doing so much better than I expected. I may have just jinxed it with that, but we will see. But yeah, so that was sort of when I really started talking to women, hanging out with women, just as people, again, since I was a kid, like 10, 12, etc. And it was nice. It helped me tremendously. And I know it sounds silly, like, oh, they're just women. Like, they are just people. Why do you ever think about it as anything different? People being different is always going to be something that makes your brain do weird stuff. In any way. And something that I feel pretty strongly is people that are more conservative, lean more to the right, they tend to give in to that bad side of their brain. Oh, bad. No, I think it's genuinely a bad side of the brain. It's... So, I'm going to say something which I hate. I hate when people go, but it's our nature. When we were on the fields chasing prey, the women were gathering herbs. It's just human nature for things to be this way. We just hunted women the way we know how to hunt. I'm like, if you are blaming your shitty actions on how people acted thousands of years ago, like legitimately thousands and thousands of years ago, that's nonsense. You're just making up an excuse to be a shitty person. That's not okay. But yeah, so like, there's that word again. I started talking to more women. I eventually got a girlfriend. I'll use that. Girlfriend always sounds so juvenile, but I was like 19. I goofed. These things make me panic. You may have noticed that. But I got the coins. And that's what matters. I want whatever's in this box. Yeah, worth. But, yeah, so I eventually got a partner. That relationship, it lasted 6 years. She was a lovely person. I did end up ending the relationship. It wasn't working for me eventually. I won't get into it. I respect her privacy. I think that's a given. Obviously don't... That's karma threatening me that if I kept talking, it would have thrown me in that pit. Guaranteed. But yeah, I learned a lot out of that relationship. I definitely suffered from my selfishness too much. I'm not happy with who I was as a person back then. Like, by a large margin. Oops. B. I nearly used the whistle again. It turns out I shouldn't have collected them. I've set myself up for failure. Is there really no power-ups in these anymore? Grim. But yeah, so... Oof. I think the heat and sweatiness is making this frizz a bit. Back to back. Oh no. No, this is good. They're up. Yeah. I then went... I was single for... Gosh, how long was I single for? Like a year and a half or so? And during that period, I fell back into old habits. I only really had male friends. I very rarely interacted with women. And never, like, having a genuine personal connection. Like, I didn't have any friends who were women. I nearly said female friends. I nearly used the F word. Oh, this is this level. This is this weird level. Oh no. I'm doing it right? Oh no. Okay, we gotta do a lap. We gotta do a lap. This is a weird level, I'm sorry. I have to think slightly about this level. Whew. I think it's up here I want to go. This one's a maze. You need to like use the power up to go up. It's one of the few levels that requires a specific power up. I say requires. There's probably some glitch so you don't need it. I certainly don't know it. But, oh. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm focusing a little bit here. Alright. Oh. Come on. Yes. I think it's up here. Yeah, this is where I want to go. I needed to bring our good friend Cooper. There we go. Got my good friend Cooper. Ooh, sorry. This level stresses me out. I keep saying that a lot. A lot of this game stresses me out. I love it, like in a fun way. But yeah. So that relationship did bust. I was single for a long time. I lived alone. I got a little weird, I'll be honest. I was a bit... I don't think my friends at the time helped. They were very... You must be a normal person type of people. I think that really stunted my growth as a person and exploring who I am. Like, for instance, there's that word. When I was dating, I had my legs shaved for years. I like having shaved legs. It feels nice. It looks good in a skirt or a dress. Yeah, I've had them shaved for a long time now. My current wife has zero issues with any of this. She's a wonderful person. None of my friends have ever batted an eye. Yeah. But, what was I saying? Yeah, oh no. I definitely got a little weird. Then I met my current partner. We hit it off. Things have been going great. She's introduced a lot of women who have become my friend. Like, genuinely, I have friends who are women. I totally have women friends, it sounds like I'm saying. I promise they're real. I'm not being a creepy weirdo. And, yeah. This is going to tie into another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm clever like that. I'm weaving the world of Sean. You're getting all the deep lore. Whoop, don't fall down the hole. Yeah. So I am genuinely become friends with a lot of women. They're obviously just people, but for this story, it is important. Their sex/gender, whatever, is important because it's relevant to who I am. But the best thing that came out of it all, and the thing that's really helped me, is an experience that not everyone can do. It is, well, it's not for everyone. I believe everyone can do basically everything. 5 more lives, I'm crushing it. Words, where am I? Yeah. So, one of my friends does pole dancing. She's very good at it, it's very cool. We went to what's called a showcase, where the students of the studio go and perform. That's where I was last night. I went to my studio's showcase. Spoiler alert. And yeah, I mentioned to her that I thought it looked like a lot of fun. That's so cool. That's going to get overridden if I do anything. No, hang on. Hang on. Can I skip past this? Yes. This is fine. I'm going to burn an item just in case, because you saw it overrode. The next item is going to override that really fancy item. I'm just going to use a fire flower. That button. Oh. So yeah, she was like, it is so much fun. Come along. You should do it. Pick it up. First class is like $10. And, you know, I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know. And she kept on me. I really appreciate this. It was a nice thing of her to have done. I'm just making it sound like she was nagging me. She was because she genuinely thought I would have fun. And it turns out, I did eventually agree to go because it ended up just lining up well. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll come along. She's like, okay, here are the days we can go. I'm like, oh, actually, that's super easy. And it's just down from where I work. Back when I used to work in town. So it was very convenient to go. And I immediately got hooked. It is so much fun. Like, genuinely so much fun. It's a hard workout, but it is so much fun. But the really important part is, obviously, I say obviously, it is a field dominated by women. Most of my classes are almost exclusively women. I had one teacher who was a male, or a guy, however you want to phrase it. He was great. Like, I'm making it sound like I don't like the guy. I'm throwing shade. Jesus. No. So for the longest time, he was the only other guy I'd ever seen at Pulp. Until I actually moved studio a couple years back, I only saw one other male student, and they mostly took other classes, like stretch classes, not pole classes. Yeah, at a pole studio, there's usually a range of things you can do, from Pilates, stretch, pole, aerobatic, what's it called? Silks, Lyra. There's lots of different things they can offer. So it's not just pole. But the biggest thing is I was suddenly thrown into a situation where everyone I was interacting with is a woman. Every single one. Just about, sorry. And for the longest time, genuinely, every single person I was running into was a woman. It sort of really accelerated the cancelling, the undoing of all the crap that my brain was trying to do. Like, women are... So I guess I should clarify. Something I should say is I've never thought women are lesser or I own them or anything like that. My big problem is I always put women on a pedestal. Like, there was something special. Like, there was just something magic and special about women that made them completely different. Something that honestly intimidated me. I always got flustered or, like, concerned talking to them. Like, oh, what if I look like an idiot? What if X, Y, Z? And, you know, dumb crap. Well, I say that. Anxiety is a real thing, etc. I'm not trying to diminish that, but I would genuinely get flustered, say silly things, feel so dumb, kick myself, because to me, women were just these infallible people. Infallible, almost objects. Well, no, not objects. That's not right. I've never thought of women as an object. But I definitely felt uncomfortable, unqualified, almost, talking to them. Like, who am I to do that? Who am I to talk to a woman? Don't you know? That's not for you. No, I hope this... Oh, this is very awkward. No. Excellent. I knew it was going to have that in there. I could feel it in my bones. And yeah, so for the past 3 odd years I've been doing pole. I've made lots of friends. I hang out with people. One of the... Oh, that's not down. One of the really interesting things, the really big takeaway, the really big unique experience, I should say, is I do get to feel somewhat... I don't think this is a perfect analog. I'm not trying to say that, but it is the closest I'm ever going to feel to being a minority. Like, not a minority, God, that's the wrong word. So I am... the roles are reversed to some degree, right? It's full of women, I'm the only bloke. It's the opposite of what a lot of women feel. Like, I work in tech. I am very conscious of how... shucks. Awkward it must be for a woman in tech, like, to get into it. It's just such a male-dominated field. And that's bad. I think that's... Oh god, goodness. We're safe. The wig is doing the right thing. Hasn't moved. I feel that is one of the biggest issues with women getting into tech. And that's why I really like... in Australia, there's this company, charity, people, group, what have you, event called Rails Girls. That is the name of the event. And it's an event where they mostly... Do I need to go in here? Yeah. Try to get women to help run it. But they do have some men help run it. Just because availability of people, they do need just a set amount of bodies to help everyone. But obviously they prioritize women. It is an event where women can go to learn Ruby on Rails in a safe place. They won't be judged for being women. No one's there to hit on them, as far as I'm aware. I mean, lesbians exist, and bisexuals, but I feel like that's not the point. It is a significantly likelier to be a safe space. That's the terminology I'm looking for. I feel like that's absolutely what it's about. Got him. Oh, I got a coin. Heck yeah. Careful Sean wins again. And I think things like that are fantastic, because they do genuinely help somewhat reduce that barrier, that problem, that barrier to entry. This guy is coming back, okay. You know what? I'm just ignoring these guys. I'm going for it. I'm sending it. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. Okay, panic. Settle down. Chill. Alright, get some speed. We're at the end of the level. I think those things are fantastic. I've gotten a little off point again, but to me it's the closest I'll ever feel to that position. Like a woman coming into a male-dominated field. I know it's not exact. There's still power imbalances and stuff, and yeah, all the other stuff, but it's the closest I believe I'll ever actually get to experience that feeling. And it's something I'm very conscious of when I'm there. Is this a one-up or something else? One up. Ah, just a leaf. Okay, I think I want that though. And I'm very conscious of that whenever I'm there. I'm deliberately respectful in all of my actions. Not that I'm not in day-to-day life, but I am very much more deliberate in making sure I don't lapse. I'm much more mindful. That's the word I'm looking for. Much more mindful, much more cautious. Because I love going to pole. I never want to not be allowed to go to pole. And if I was a creepazoid, if I hit on everyone, I ogled people, I would rightfully so be booted out. I don't know if they've ever had to do that, but... Well, sorry, I'm not sure if my studio has ever had to do that. I guarantee you it's happened a bajillion and one times the world over. But... yeah, so I very much am polite, I mind my gaze, I treat everyone like people, because I am... Honestly, it's super easy, because most of my brain power goes to trying to do the hard tricks. When you turn upside down, it's so hard to focus on anything. You know? I don't know if you know that, but it's genuinely very hard. It's even hard to remember what's left and right, what's in and out, what's up and down. It's fun. I love pole. I've gotten quite... Well, I say this a lot. I am happy with my performance at pole. I can be a lot better. I have a long way to go, but I've gotten so much stronger. I have abs because of it. It's helped boost my self-esteem tremendously. I'm a completely different person. Well, not a completely different person. I'm so much more confident, but like not in a condescending confident way. Like I just feel a lot more me. Like I'm a lot happier with how I look as a person, which is a huge thing. Yeah, so... Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, I probably should have grabbed a power up. I don't think that would help much. Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't have the time or brain power to be a degenerate piece of garbage at pole, because I'm generally having a blast, doing the tricks, learning things, trying to figure it all out, and it's a lot of fun, and I get treated with the same level of respect as everyone else. I don't get treated differently, I'm not othered, it's really nice. Like, our pole studio is genuinely full of wonderful people. I haven't seen any clickiness, any infighting, anything like that. Everyone's just really nice and respectful to everyone. Both the studios I've been to have been quite like that. I don't know if it's just because it's potentially only at a level I'm not in. Maybe beginners is really bad. Maybe advanced is really bad. Maybe there's just some clickiness I'm just not noticing. But on the whole, I'm welcomed. I've seen everyone else I've seen has been welcoming and welcomed by others. I've never seen anyone put down. There's no body shaming. Nothing like that. Everyone is genuinely there working hard. I thought it was about to kill me. I'm like, what the heck? Did I miss where I was supposed to go? And it's just super good fun. I'm so much fitter, I'm so much healthier for it. My posture is so much better since starting pole. Like, all of my back muscle, you see me sitting here, I would be like this before. And obviously I had neck issues. Nah. I am so much a different person because of pole. Oh god. Oh god. That was intense. I don't think I've ever had that much trouble with that fight. But yeah, I love it. I go 3 odd times a week. I was going to get them out to show you. Maybe next break. I've actually started a heels class, so I dance in 7-inch pleasers. I had to get a size 12, buy them from a sex store. Wild ride, but really good fun. It really adds to the beauty of some of the moves. I'm terrible at choreo. I still can't make it stick in my head very well, because we do 3 or 4 week routines. So 3 or 4 1-hour sessions, that means. I am well. Please retrieve the magic whistle hidden in the darkness at the end of the 3rd world. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. I don't know what that one's referring to. Whew. But yeah, it's such a fun sport. I know I keep banging on about it, but it's become a really large part of my life. It is one of my major hobbies. In fact, I would say it is a major hobby outside of work. I think about it. I actively do things to make me better at it outside of it. That was a very weird way of phrasing. I go on walks at lunchtime because it makes me feel better, helps me bit of my fitness, etc. Now, a really big issue is that, like, towards the end of an hour-long class, my grip strength, not grip strength, I get sweaty. My hands get sweaty. I use grip aid, I use all those things. Shucks, I saw it happening. I knew I was going to fumble it. I'm comfortable doing this without a power up. But yeah. So, that's sort of been my really big annoyance with pole, is that problem, and I still really don't know what I can do. Something I've started doing is going less hard at the beginning of the class, not burning up all my energy, not getting super warm, or anything like that, and that is helping a lot. I find that I have much more grip strength at the back of a lesson. But yeah, I am going to do this again, but I'm going to do it good this time. There we go. Up we go. Bonk, bonk. Yeah, that's probably enough on that topic. Again, this is just a blast. If you're ever curious about doing it, find your local studio. Both of the ones I have been to, at least in Australia, have either cheap or free first lessons. So my current studio has your first lesson is free. I have a membership, so I pay a bit of money and I can just go as many times as I want in the week. And I try to make good use of that. Because it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but for how much it's improved my quality of life, it's a no-brainer to keep doing. But yeah. Again, pole dancing, great fun. Oh no! I let go of run. I'm a fool. I was too late to back out. No. But I guess this does kind of... I feel like this has been a massive tangent away from the point I was starting to talk about of gender non-conforming clothing and acts. So pole is something I would consider a gender non-conforming, in the eyes of society, I should say. I don't personally buy into this sort of gendered nonsense. I think it's horseradish that people are shamed into not doing fun stuff. Like, it's just silly. Well, I think it's silly. People shouldn't... Right, I have to go down here and bop a bunch of these blocks. Bop. Okay, cool. Yeah. Go down here. What was I saying? Is this not the up pipe? Oh, it is, okay. I just missed it. So yeah, I have a tremendous amount of fun there. I think people should do these things. But it has made people ask questions about me. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have planned tangents. So this gender non-conforming clothing tangent leads into another tangent I have, which bugs me. So I'm working through it. I promise. I've been thinking about this video for weeks. Oh, I could totally duck that. I was risky. I should have waited a little bit there, but I didn't want to keep being there. Is there anything hidden here? No. Boo. So yeah, I've always been enamored by women's clothing. I think it's really interesting. It's a lot of fun. Not all women's clothing. It's not like a universal thing. It's just like bits and pieces of it are really fun and interesting. Whereas men's clothing, the parts that are interesting are significantly smaller and come with a lot of people thinking things about you, which I'll touch on briefly in a bit. I do want to power up it. Let's just use up a Tanuki. Not a Tanuki, a leaf. I'm saving the really fun power-ups for the end of the game. Oh no. Yeah. I like keeping the star throughout this level. I just think it's, like, fun. No, I goofed it. It's okay. Oh, you can't slide through those. No. And this is just going to be... Oh, Fireflower, actually. Wait, he's blocking me. Look at this defense. Go, go, go. Yeah, we did it. Is this going to make a bunch of coins? Yeah. Ooh. Is this it? Alright. I made the exact same mistake I made earlier, where I thought I could outrun a thing going the exact same speed as me. Turns out, not how physics works, even in video games. Yeah. So, as you can see, I'm sitting here in a pretty pink dress that I, with the help of my wife, made. So I did a... This is going to be a brief tangent. I did do a lot of the work on this dress. I cut out the pattern, and I did do a lot of the sewing itself. There were a couple of parts my wife helped with the sewing, just because, like, attaching the dress to the bodice she helped with, because it's, you know, it's just risky. Like, you can snap a lot of needles doing it. There's a lot of material. Yeah, and she also helped a huge amount with adjusting the pattern. So this is the official Princess Peach dress pattern. She helped... Oh, goodness. When I say helped, I mean she did. She did fix up the bodice to just work with a more male torso. And yeah, like, it was a great fun project. It took... I have always known that sewing is hard, being a seamstress. But it was so much harder than I even thought. Like, more technical, time-consuming, difficult, you know? It was a lot of fun. I learnt a lot. My wife taught me a lot. It was really good bonding experience doing with her. And I do plan to make more clothes in the future. I'll get to that later, but it is something I want to do and have been thinking about. But I'm learning other skills at the moment. But yeah, so... Yeah, I actually made this for... my niece was having a Prince and Princesses themed party. So my wife decided that I would go as Princess Peach, because obviously I like Princess Peach. She's adorable. I have my picture with her up here. Oh, there was a fish. Thankfully he's not too scary when he's in the water. I was bouncing like a fool. Like a fool. Let's do Fireflower. But yeah, so I wore it to that. My family was mostly understanding, thought it was a bit of fun. My eldest brother was like, I just can't take you seriously looking like that. And he really struggled to talk with me, which I find quite funny. I don't like making other people uncomfortable, but I feel pretty strongly this is something that should not make people feel... Oh, sorry, that's rude. People should be allowed to feel uncomfortable by things. And he didn't try and stop me doing it, which is, I think, important. He just struggled with the situation, which is fair. I don't think that's unreasonable. Got him. Yeah, so that is why I made it. And the bit of fun behind it. My nieces and nephews loved it. They thought it was adorable. It was a riot for them. Yeah. It's just been hanging up in my study ever since, pretty much. And I thought, that's a shame. I should start using it. I'm like, I kind of want to do like a big special. My wife's away for a little vacation. I'm manning the fort. And I'm like, bugger it. I'm going to do a really big video. I'm going to make it an excuse to wear it. So I'm going to play one of my favorite games, which I've been meaning to play again. I also just kind of want to see what it's like to produce one of these really big videos. Challenge myself, push myself, all those fun things. And yeah. But it starts way earlier than that. I've a bit of a history with wearing women's clothes. It's taken me a very, very long time to really sit down and figure out what it means to me and what it is to me. So it all kind of started. There's no point in bothering. I would have been 12, 13, whatever. My mum was hanging up old clothes of hers in my wardrobe because I wasn't using much of my wardrobe. So, being a curious kid, I'm like, oh, these are cool. I'll try them on. I knew it... Oh, that was really nearly problematic. I was about to say, I knew it was wrong, but it felt wrong. People... I don't know why I thought it felt wrong when I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not mindful or analysing my opinions strongly back then, obviously. Oh, my nose is itchy. Ah. There we go. But, you know, it was fun. It felt good. I didn't know why it felt good or what it meant, but it did feel good. Oh, goodness. You can't shoot these guys with fire. Okay. It's another one of these maze-type levels. But yeah, so that was sort of my first experience of, for this part, I'm gonna call it cross-dressing. I don't mean it in a negative terminology or anything, it's just, I feel the most apt. Oh, maybe it isn't. Okay, what other words could I use? Of experiencing women's fashion. Let's say it, let's put it that way. I think that's a reasonable way of phrasing it. This is definitely a trap. But it might be a life. It's a tale. But yeah, so that was sort of my first foray into wearing women's clothing. It's been a long journey since then. Unsurprisingly. Is this also trapped? I feel like it is. Yeah, there's no way to get that life, is there? I don't know if there's a way to get that life. Oh, it's still there. Oh, that's tempting. Is it this pipe I went out then? I must have been. Tiara feels a bit crookedy. There we go, that feels a little better. But yeah. So at the time, I didn't know what this meant. It's taken a lot of introspection. Oh. Did I just cheese the level? I think I might have accidentally cheesed the level. No, this is the part. Okay. There we go. But yeah. So ever since then, I've sort of had an on again, off again, wearing women's clothes experiences. What is the order of operations here for my story? The game, I shouldn't have gone down that. I didn't need to go down that. Yeah. So this obviously sparked feelings in me. I'm like, oh, what is this? Society tells me this is weird, I shouldn't be doing this, or it means these things. It was sort of around, I want to say when I was 15, 16 that I really started diving into this and trying to figure out what I really felt, what it meant, and what actions I should do about it. So I spent quite a long time questioning whether or not I was trans. Because I felt some of the things trans people feel, you know. I think I misinterpreted some stuff. I'm getting so many good items. What is happening in this game? This is surprising to me. Anyways, so back when I was researching all of this, early 2000s, I think, would be the time frame. Early 2000s? Oh, mid-ish 2000s, I think. I remember the really big question being the trans question. If you were trapped on a desert island, no one was around, no one would know, and there was a button that would change your gender, would you press it? I don't think this is a good question. I feel like it's incredibly... Is there anything up here? Incredibly, what's the word? Reductionist? I don't think it really solves anything. Do I come back to this room and then it's interesting? I guess. Go to the right. Oh, hang on. What's in that? Ooh. Oh. So, yeah, I really... God dang it. I really went deep on questioning whether or not I was trans, trying to figure that out. Where is this pipe? There it is. And that's, honestly, it's a really hard thing to question. There's no guide. Oh, that is just the end of the level. I think I cheesed it a little bit. Oh no, oh no. Ah. And I'll come back around to this. I'm not convinced I did a great job as a kid questioning this. I feel like the tools back then weren't good. The knowledge around all this wasn't great. There's lots of misinformation. It was early days of the internet. A lot of my information came from 4chan, and we all know how that is. Oh no. But, you know, I did my best to... Oh my gosh. Oh, saved. Nope. Just send it. Just send it. So I did my best to question it as thoroughly as I could. I forgot he shoots 2 fireballs. I definitely want to power up for this. We are going to use... I'm going to use the leaf power up. I think it's more useful. So yeah, I really questioned it. It kept me up at night. Like, genuinely, I would stay up at night wondering this question. Am I trans? Do I need to do anything about this? Am I trans enough to do anything about this? All those sorts of, you know... I feel relatively... I would say, like, normal questioning thoughts people have when they go through this stuff. Alright. This is a very awkward level. Okay, whew. Safe enough. Anything gonna come out of this pipe? No. Am I going to this pipe? Nope, I pressed up. That's what I did wrong. That is the pipe I want. Cool. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time questioning this, trying to figure out whether or not I was trans. I think that was in knowing what I know now and feeling what I feel about myself now. I feel like that was the wrong line of questioning. But that's where I was. That is what the information I had led me to. And I'll uncover what I mean without ruining the story as I go through it. I'm small. I'm not concerned by that at this point. I'm just going to quickly wiggle my mouse, make sure nothing turns my screensaver, nothing like that. But yeah. Right, that's where they teach you can go through the side of the screen. Because up until now, I think it's been optional for the game. There's been some hidden stuff behind this tech, but nothing necessary. Oh goodness, that is so awkward. But yeah, so I spent a long time questioning this. It kept me up at night. I didn't talk to anyone about this. I didn't feel comfortable. I posted on 4chan about this because, you know, that was the one avenue I felt safe. It's anonymous. It's where I was getting my information from, so it felt like my people. It felt safe. Obviously, I don't feel those things about it now. I am not recommending it as a place to go to get this information. Please do not. There are significantly better places. I would talk to professionals and absolutely... Well, I'm not going to give trans advice. Jesus, that is not what I'm here to do. I'm not qualified. I don't have any... You have no reason to listen to me about this information. I'm just telling you my personal story, which I think is interesting. And maybe you'll resonate with my... Is that block really... It's not there. It's not there. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to do... this. Oh no, he's waking up. Oh no. That was the weirdest panic I've ever done in this game, I think. Genuinely. Alright, I am going to use a power up. This levels. I'm going to use a fire flower. Right. So, I did eventually come to the conclusion at the time that I am not trans. And I'm just saying at the time because it'll relate to it later in the story, because I do go back to questioning that at a point with the knowledge I have. Obviously from my other videos, I feel you can infer that I have come to the conclusion that I am not trans, but let's not get ahead of ourselves in the story. So I had to ask myself, if I'm not trans, what is this? Oh, this just drops me here? What am I... Oh, I need to go in that other... Okay, I do need to go in that other pipe. Goodness, that's asking a lot of a regular player, I feel. Pardon me. So... the next logical question to me to ask, based on the way I was feeling at the time, I will preface this with, you know, I was a 15 to 16-year-old. I was horny. Right? So, the next question for me was, is it just a sexual fetish? I don't know how much YouTube's going to like me talking about this, but... Oh, I need this block to get up. That's what I'm doing wrong. So I did explore this avenue privately in a safe and healthy way, as I feel people should be fine to do. I don't think it's wrong to have a sexual fetish. I think that's a perfectly normal thing. As long as you experience them safely, research them, do them properly, you should have no issues. And I believe that about all of them. I think that's true of basically any sex. Like, not even fetishistic sex, just regular sex. Be sensible, do your due diligence, research it. I feel so weird saying research it. I feel like it's such a co-opted term. Like, do your research. Oh, it's because I press up. Okay, it just disappears if you can't stand up. That's interesting. There we go. So, yeah, I experimented with that, and without going too deep into it all, putting on the clothes did not... Oh. Can I... That life is just gone. Yeah. But the weirdest part of it all is, with this experimentation, was... This is going to sound so dumb. I've been thinking about this phrasing since I decided to talk about this for this video. wearing a dress or wearing a skirt just felt like wearing clothes, which is such an insane thing to say because that's literally what you're doing. They are clothes. They aren't magic. They aren't special. No matter what society tells you, they are just strips of fabric sewn together into a specific shape. They have no relation to who you are as a... Well, you can express yourself with them, I should say, but just by them existing and being a certain shape does not mean anything about you. I think it is very, very silly we as a society have decided that it does. So, I wasn't trans, it wasn't a sexual fetish. I sort of got lost at this point. I clipped into the wall there, that was funny. Not knowing what to consider it or do with it, I kind of just put it on the back burner. I still had thoughts about dressing up and stuff, it was still something I knew I was interested in. I just didn't know why or what it meant. Not that it has to mean something or have some deep purpose or anything silly like that, but I like to understand things about myself. Like why I have to, like, I know why I like chilies. It's really fun to eat spicy food. It makes me feel good, it tingles, it's delicious. I genuinely enjoy the experience of eating spicy food. Stuff like that. So I do think about these things. Like I've said like so many times. My like counter is going to be crazy, and this, me explaining it's not going to help. But yeah, so in my programming, it's super helpful. And something I've realized, I realized this like a couple weeks ago. I was just thinking about it. Like, there's that word again. It's literally just mindfulness. That's it. I'm just being mindful. That's it. This is the big magic trick of my life. Oh, come on. Really? This is awkward. I want to power up for this level. For sure. Fireflower sounds good. But yeah, so for the longest time, I still had no idea what this was, why I liked it, and what to do with it, more specifically. Because I wanted to experience this. Oh, I thought my iframes would live through that. I wanted to experience it because it was clearly something that meant something to me. I'm going to try this again without a life. Without a power-up. For instance, I did still think of it often. And you know, it always ate away in the back of my mind. Am I trans? Am I X? Am I Y? What is this? What is it? The thing I hate, and this is a question I don't think is important, is what does this mean about me? I don't think it means anything about me. I'm just dressing up. Right? I'm putting on clothes. That's what it means. It's not... My star ran out sooner than I thought. It's not something magic. It's not anything like that. It is just clothing. It really is just clothing. We as a society have made clothing really weird and opinionated for some reason. I guess so we can other people. It's like a uniform of the... I will say the lesser, because I know that's how a lot of alt-right people think about women. I don't obviously agree with that, but that is like society's lens on it to some degree, is the way I... That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I need a little sip of water. My brain's running away from me. I've been recording for 3.5 hours. That would explain somewhat my mental state. Okay, I'm really running out of regular power-ups. Let's use the Hammer Bro suit. Alright, Sean, this is... Okay. This is a completely unrelated tangent that's going to last for a few seconds. Editing, Sean, I'm sorry, you're going to have to dig up an image. But the people need to know about sliding Hammer Bros Mario. In one of the rooms where you pick up the Hammer Bros suit, you can pick it up on a slope. This is interesting because you can't slide down a slope with the Hammer Bros suit. You just turn into this shell. Okay, we're going to need a little bit of send it. You know what, I don't need to even send it, I can just wait and go. There we go. Taking my time, having fun. Yeah. So there's no sliding. You can't slide with it, I should say. Interestingly enough, in that one room where you pick it up, if you start sliding and slide into the power-up to pick it up, you will see... Oh my gosh, my throat. I'm so sorry. You will see Sliding Hammer Bros. Mario. It does have an animation. I think that's fascinating. It feels like they, at some point, decided you can't slide as Hammer Mario. So you could initially. Which makes sense. Like, there's no other power-up that stops you sliding, as far as I know. So, it is the only one. Oh no. I did it. I landed on the edge. I meant to do that, but I wasn't expecting to get it. I know that sounds silly. Oh. Okay. Alright then, mate. Cool. That's the end of that. That guy's spitting fire? What? Alright, let's just get the end. Oh, hang on. We need to do this properly. It's going to get us 5 lives. We've been draining lives. It is important we do this right. Excellent. Oh. So I really didn't know what this meant to me still. Even today, I have a strong idea. I'm not dead set on it, but I think I have a pretty darn good understanding of what I enjoy about it all. Just for context. But I sort of left it on a... Oh my gosh. I've got like 3 of those out of mushroom houses. I don't know what the odds of that are, but it feels incredibly low. What was I saying? I'm too flabbergasted by my luck. Like, no, like... Stop saying that word. Ah. Normally, you get like 1 or 2 a playthrough, not from mushroom houses, from knowing where they are. That's crazy. Anyways. Oh, okay, I need to press a direction when I pick them. I didn't realize you had to press a direction to pick those up. There's nothing down here. Yeah. So it sort of went dormant for a long time. Well, I didn't act on it, I should say. The feeling was always there. I thought about it pretty often, to be honest. Like, I still think about dressing up once a week or so. I very rarely do dress up, but it's nice that I have the option, which helps. But yeah. So, you know, I think my next serious jab into it was, I was with my now ex. We were going to a guys as girls, girls as guys party. You know, it was someone's 21st. Good fun. And I decided, you know what, bugger it. I'm gonna take this excuse to give it a proper crack. And, you know, I did. I was pretty pleased with the outfit I ended up together. I went to Savers. I actually managed to get a really pretty cheongsam. I'm absolutely pronouncing that wrong. But honestly, I'm pronouncing it better than when I used to call... For some reason, I was convinced it was spelt differently and pronounced chinogasm or something. Insanity. Not a smart guy, I promise. Sorry. I mean, I have holes of knowledge. It's not about smart. I think that's silly. But anyways, I got a wig. Honestly, I lost a couple kilos. I worked out. I got heels, stockings, shaved my legs, yada yada yada. I meant to do it properly. I was giving it a proper crack. And I had a blast with it. I look so pregnant because of the way my body holds weight in the videos, pictures. But that's okay, because I had fun. And that's what it's all about. And this was sort of the start of me thinking about it again, wanting to get back into it. I didn't. I actually left it. Oh no. Oh, I even landed. I just tapped right. Dormant again for a long time. Years. It wasn't until I was with my current partner before I'm like, I said that word again. Before I said that I really wanted to just give it a proper crack again. I wanted to understand more about what it was. I'd thought about it a lot more. I had a much firmer idea. Oh my goodness. I'm not good at this. And okay, hang on. Let me think for 2 seconds. What have I got? Let's use a leaf. I think that's going to be helpful for this level. Cool. Whew. Yeah, this is leaps and bounds easier now. Ooh, I panicked a little bit, but recovered. Please don't pop up. Oh, this timing works. Woo! There's the pipe. Oh, I'm sorry, this level is making me think, making me pay attention. My fringe is getting in my face. Sorry, I'm sorry. This level is one of my enemies. I forgot this level was even in the game. I'll be honest. Okay, I think this is the end. I think it's just... Oh no, I don't know. There's still a little bit more. No! Oh! What? Okay, I did not expect to get that. That genuinely... Okay. Then followed up by that terrible, terrible play. That's okay. I was happy with that. Alright, now we're at the end of the level. Okay. So, as I was saying, I put it on hold. But then I'm like, I really want to understand this. Oh. It was around this time I sort of became more aware of drag as a concept. I'm like, this resonates. This makes a lot of... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Phrase. Ah. This as a concept made a lot of sense to me. Hang on. I have to send a message. This is important. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Little technical issue. Had to help someone out with something real quick. But situation is fixed. Okay, what am I doing? Just go. What was I saying? Yeah. It's about this time I sort of discovered drag, and that made a lot more sense. It was performative to me. It was a costume. It wasn't... Hello? Oh. It's not the day-to-day wear that I'm like, oh yeah, that would be cool to wear. That's so different and would change my life. It was really... It sounds kind of rude to call it costume, but it is costumes. A really over-the-top get-up. Like, this dress is not a practical dress. You would not wear this dress to go to the shops. You could, but it would be quite rude if it... Because it's got like the petticoat, it takes up a lot of space. It's quite awkward to walk in. But yeah. It's that performative, doing it for a show type setup, which is really interesting to me. So that it's the over-the-topness of drag that I really like and find interesting. Oh. So that's kind of what I've taken away and where I'm at now. Goodness. I'm not a dancer. I have no intentions of dancing in drag. Oh, come on. I fell through that platform. I've considered stand-up. I think that's something else I've been really interested in trying. And as we all know, there is a distinct lack of straight white het guys in stand-up. No, but seriously, it does seem like a really fun little hobby. It gives me another avenue to complain about the world and make people listen. I'm gonna use another of these. I'm actually burning through my power-ups a bit, which is good. But yeah, so that's where I've landed and where I'm at with it all. I like it as... And it... Okay, what is happening? I got caught in the platform. I thought my controller was fritzing out. There we go, okay. Yeah. So I've started building up a little collection of costume pieces. I don't fully love the super over-the-top, like over-the-top stuff. I like the... But I like the bigger, more louder parts of it. But I also think that's just part of my personality. I'm not a person who really likes huge amounts of attention. Which might sound funny considering I make YouTube videos. And put myself out there a lot. I say that. I make YouTube videos is the extent of me putting myself out there in the public light. So that's sort of where I've landed with it. I've started building a little... Working towards a collection of costumes, a couple wigs, learning makeup. Makeup is hard. I'm not convinced I like... Now, this is the correct use of that word. The full reset of a face into designing a new one. It's very cool. I don't think it looks bad or anything. I'm just not convinced it's for me. But I'm still experimenting, playing around, learning all this stuff. I have very weak opinions here, and I'm challenging them whenever I get a chance to, which isn't very often. My life is quite busy. Makeup takes a very long time, like literally hours. Yeah, there we go. Whew, sorry, that spooked me. And yeah, so I'm working towards that. Right? That feels right. This is the right level of doing it. I enjoy it at I keep saying tremendously. I don't know why I'm saying that word so much at the moment. I enjoy it a lot. It is brilliant fun. No, I didn't hit him with a single one. Oh my gosh. Oh no! That's the first time I've lost to one of the bosses, I think, actually. Alright, mate. He likes hanging out on these islands. That's good for me. I'm going in itemless. I can get items. I'm confident. But yeah. So these journeys, everyone goes through life differently. All these journeys will shape people differently, make them feel different, and they'll come to different conclusions. I genuinely don't believe I'm trans because I don't get any of the day-to-day envy of women. Or femme-presenting people, I should say. And to me, that is the part that would make me personally think... It would make me explore that avenue. And I just don't have any of it. The only time I ever get envious is fancy, like, showpieces, dressing up. Gosh, the Gilded Age is full of such beautiful outfits. Holy moly. Like, TV shows and stuff where I'm like, oh, that... And it's not, I want to be that person. It's, that outfit is super cool. I would wear that. That's my interpretation of the feelings I have. And I definitely see how I not misconstrued, thought it was those other things. Because I get excited when I dress up, which is a feeling I don't feel a lot, and it's easy to confuse it with arousal. Yeah, and there's just so many layers to it all. I'm very happy with my current interpretation of how I feel about this stuff. It feels correct, it feels the right balance, and it feels like I expect it to feel for these things. It feels like I'm putting on a show. Like right now I'm sitting here, I'm aware I'm wearing a costume. It doesn't feel like day-to-day clothing, obviously. The gloves really drill home that fact. Well, they've sort of stopped bothering me in terms of playing on a controller, which is nice. I was really worried they were going to make me fail in that regard. Because dang, that would... I am convinced that it was me screwing up on my other controller. But yeah, that's where I've landed with all of that. I like it as a performative act. I like the over-top stuff. Outlandish, soft, pretty, all those things. Like, excessive. Excessive is the word I would use. Like, this dress is excessive. This is not a day-to-day dress. You wear this when you have a reason. You don't just wear this dress. And that's what's interesting. Another, that counter is going to be high. I really enjoy a lot of different styles as well. It's not just one style is really interesting to me. I enjoy a lot of alts, aesthetics, goth, Lolita. I really like soft, this is a super cute look. To me. This is a look I could see being done in a way that is practical day to day. I kidnapped the princess while you were running around. She's here in my castle if you dare to try and rescue her. Oh, I'm into World 8 already. I'm smashing through this. Oh, no power up. Rude. Right. These levels do require a bit of focus, but that's okay. So yeah. The one... I didn't actually get onto the tangent I was expecting to get onto through all of this. But that's okay. We can just make tangents happen. I thought I was going to shoot out a cannonball upwards, not a bomb across. That's okay. That's okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I thought I was going to do that. I feel like I've covered that topic pretty thoroughly. Yeah. I went through a lot of questioning. When I tackled thinking about it again as a 30-something-year-old man, I did genuinely step through everything I stepped through before. Do I think I am trans? Do I think this is a fetish? And the answer was just no and no, quite firmly. Not, oh, I don't know. It was, I know I am not. As much as one can know that sort of thing about themselves. Which I feel is less than 100%, like people seem to think it is, and more of a, yeah, I'm damn certain. Oh, that was silly. Okay, alright, Sean. Let's use a power-up. What have I got? I'm going to use a frog suit, just because it turns into a mushroom when I get hit. I think this is a good power-up for this level, but I've got a lot of frog suits, and they may as well just be mushrooms to me. Right, wait, yeah. Okay. But yeah. So, I do think it's also worth reassessing things you thought you knew about yourself when you have significantly more knowledge and experience. Obviously, I was a kid when I started questioning all this stuff initially. Legitimately, like 15, 16. I feel like you obviously could know you are trans at that point, but I feel like it's hard, which is why medical professionals and whatnot get involved. At least that's the current system in place in Australia, which I don't know enough about to have strong opinions on. I'm certainly not going to try and diagnose anyone as trans. But yeah. So that does kind of tie into my next tangent. I have done a lot of things people consider gender non-conform. I don't think I can't get it to that box. That would have been a useful power-up, I bet. At least much more useful than frog suit. But this has led to... I've always... Okay. Stumbling over how to start this story. I have always been concerned about looking like a weird person, or being different. Society has always told me different is bad. Different's not good. Unless you're the chosen one, in which case we all want to be Goku. But we're not all Goku, sadly. So that's probably a good thing. I feel like the world wouldn't be a good place if we were all Goku. Alright, I finally lost my frog suit. That lasted a very long time. But yeah, people have had thoughts and opinions on my... Okay, I got hit because it was the top of the screen again. People have had lots of thoughts and opinions on my sexuality and gender. And I'm fine with that. That doesn't bug me. It's that no one who's had these opinions has felt comfortable, has felt comfortable talking to me about them. It's always been whispers behind my back. I find out through other people, or in the case of my parents, when I told them I had a girlfriend for the first time, my last ex, so not my first girlfriend at school because I was a child, but anyways, after I told them I left the room, and I overheard my dad say, I can't remember the exact phrasing, but it was basically, oh, so he's not gay. And like, there's a lot of problems with that, obviously. I think it's fine to think things about your kids and wonder. Maybe wait a few seconds more for them to be out of reach before you talk about them. But it is also bi-erasure. There is gradients in between that exist. I could like both, as far as he knows. I don't. I know that of myself. But yeah. He is far from the only person to have thought things like that and whatnot. But it's been just a recurring trend throughout my life. People being like, is he? I don't know, maybe. And never talking to me about it. I think that's crap. I don't like to think I'm a person who can't be talked to. I do my best to be approachable. I do my best to be a nice person. Part of this has been because I'm afraid of people thinking I'm weird. Because growing up in my household, being weird meant getting bullied. Or at least that's how it felt like it meant to me, I should say. And that's always put the fear of being different into me. I always worried about being different and having an opinion that might not be in line with the rest of the world. Because, you know, everyone else in the world is perfectly normal and only ever has normal opinions. That's how worlds work, right? No, but seriously. I was about to say something, I've completely blanked. That's gone. I'm going to just sip some water. What was I going to say? Yeah. Obviously, no one is normal. There's no such thing as normal. Normal does not exist as anything beyond a weird concept we try to push on people. I guess there are like normal ranges of medical health and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Please use critical thinking. I'm not trying to say the word normal has no use in the English language. It does obviously have use. In fact, normal video games wouldn't exist without normal maps. So, you know what? Maybe normal isn't so bad after. No, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ. But yeah. So even things like liking anime, I kept to myself. I kept very quiet about. Video games, I've always been hesitant to talk about. Even to this day, I'm much better. I do talk about them with people, but someone else has to break that ice. I don't just bring it up. I still have that issue. But, you know, I wear video game t-shirts. I quite often wear my SimCity one, SimCity 2000 one, my Tetris shirt, my Peach shirt. They all get comments, like positive comments. I've never had anyone be negative. And yeah, it is just nice. I'm definitely better about openly being myself, which has made my life so much better. Oh, I panicked. Whew. But yeah. Like, I don't have issues with people thinking these things about me. I have issues with no one feeling comfortable talking to me about it. It makes me feel like I've done something wrong. Like, what have I done to make people not want to talk to me about this? Like, am I standoffish? Do I come across as rude, condescending, anything like that? I don't know. I like to think I don't. I do think it is just people see it as a taboo topic. And I get that. Like, society wants us to think it is a relatively taboo topic. Like, there's that word again. I don't think it's inappropriate to be curious about someone's sexuality or gender. I think that's a healthy, reasonable thing to do. What's rude is when you... Oh, I don't need to go into these. I'll do them all. I'll do them on purpose. Alright then. I think... Yeah, I do think these things are reasonable to think about and talk about. I don't have issues with people thinking these things about me. Nonsense. I have issues with people talking with everyone else behind my back about them. It just feels rude to me. It also feels, as I said earlier, like that I've done something wrong, that I've made people feel uncomfortable to talk to me about it. But yeah. So I try very hard to be polite, open, and honest about asking questions if I genuinely have a need. Like, I'm never going to walk up to someone and be like, hey, are you trans? I think you might be. That would be insanity. Or like, you know, gay, bi, pan, whatever. I'm never going to walk up to someone and start asking them invasive questions. That's not how society works. But like, I have asked my friends, hey, I've genuinely been like, are you bisexual? I feel like you might be. And they've been like, no, I'm not. I'm like, okay, cool. That's just been it. I trust them. I do believe them. I think they're straight. I believe what they say. I don't have doubts about it. Or anything silly like that. But I think it should be normalized talking to people you have a closer connection with about these more intimate topics. I don't think it's an evil question. I don't think it... As long as you ask it politely and not in a judgmental way, I think that's perfectly fine. Ooh, that was good. There we go. Beat all of the optional hands levels. That feels good. Whew. Yeah. So that's sort of my opinion on that. Like, it has happened to me a lot throughout my life. It'll continue happening. I know it will. But I try to be open and honest with people and talk to them about stuff. Because I know that the things I do, like, for instance, drag is dominated by mostly gay men is my understanding. I don't want to pigeonhole anyone, push stereotypes. But that does seem to be the main demographic that does do the hobby. Or profession, I guess for some it's a profession, for some it's a hobby. That's not insulting, I think that's fine to say. And I could understand people going, oh, you do this. That's, you know, I also do, and it's part of the pole dancing stuff, like dominated by women. And actually, in my experience, I think only one, oh, I don't know, actually, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, in my experience, only one of the people I know is gay, but I don't really know the other men in my pole studio that well, so I really don't know. So I'm not going to comment on that. I don't think I'm not aware of any particular stereotype of men who do pole, but people seem to think it might mean I'm gay. It has definitely raised people's eyebrows. Okay. I'm going to use one of my leaf power-ups, because this is a level that does me in. But this is one of the levels, you know what, I'm gonna cheese it. I don't care. This is one of the levels that I was talking about, where I'm like, it's way more exciting not to use the tail. Because, like, look, this is obviously the special power-up that gives me permanent P speed for the level. I am absolutely cheesing this. I am opting out of this level, but you still get to see it, so it meets the rules I've set myself for making this video and playing this game. Yeah. Yeah, I do feel like this leads into what my next topic got listed. Gendering things, clothes, hobbies, actions. It's also benign. It's also stupid. I don't think this is a hot take. Oh, sorry. This shouldn't be a hot take. This is dumb. Clothes are just squares, circles, kidney shapes, what have you, of material. Stuck together, sewn together. Stuff printed on it, stuff stuck to it. There is nothing special or magic about clothing. Nothing. I can wear this dress every day for the rest of my life. It won't mean that I'm a woman. It won't mean that I'm gay. It won't mean anything. Other than I felt like wearing this dress for every day for the rest of my life. That is the only thing it would ever mean. I won't do that because this is very impractical. Cute though. What else am I saying? Yeah. Actions, pole, drag, being gendered, being pigeonholed. It's all so silly. And I feel it unnecessarily holds so many people back from things. Like, think back to my old friends who are like, oh, you shave your legs. Isn't that going to be really awkward if you bring a girl home? I had never considered the potential of it being awkward to have shaved legs in front of a potential sexual partner. Like, that's an insane thing to think. Oh, worth it still. Because I'm pretty sure I get another one right here. I can just wait, it'll come to me. Perfect, let's go. Saved. Oh. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. This is the level that stresses me out. I'm sorry if I'm focusing. Oh, send it. I knew I was going to get hit there. I didn't care. Send it. I'm taking purposeful damage. Over it. Oh, yes, 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 yes. That level stresses me out so hard. This is World 8. This is a hard world. This is why I build up such a cache of lives. Alright. Alright. I'm going to try levels without power-ups first, because I know that some levels do just have them in them. I think we just go down here. I think there's a secret down here. Yeah, there is. Yeah. It does bug me, like... I keep saying, like... I felt really held back from wearing quote-unquote women's clothing for a really long time. Because you're a man. You can't do that. People will think things about you. That's... What? Sorry. It's not even people would... Actually, it is people would think things about you because they think it means something. Beyond, Sean wanted to feel pretty. Oh, I pressed jump. It ain't my jump. Sad boys. My tiara's a bit crookedy. Oh no. There we go. Much better. Go back down here. I think there's a power up to the left. I might go left first. But it just bugs me. There's so many things that people have opinions on that just shouldn't matter to them. Like if I want to wear a dress occasionally for fun, that's fine. If someone wants to wear a dress because they like it as a fashion choice for every day, that's fine. It shouldn't matter to you. It's insanity. If someone wants to do something that's stereotypically gay, it doesn't mean that they're gay, and it shouldn't mean that. It shouldn't even make you... There shouldn't be things that make you think someone's gay. Like, for instance... Oh my gosh. Okay, whoo, didn't need my jump. I like gardening, I like cooking, I'm a neat, tidy person, for the most part. Don't look behind me too hard. And people have used these things. The fact that I like I really like cooking. Cooking is fun and interesting. You get to make delicious stuff. Cooking is excellent. It's also a great skill for making you not hate life, in my opinion. Because I think eating good food makes you feel good. What's up there? I don't know what door I want to go through. I'm going to start just going through doors. That was silly. Ah! Alright, this is this level. Okay. Oh yeah, I can cheese this into a upgraded power-up. So we're going to do that. Okay. Once more then. Once more. But yeah, it really ticks me off. It's silly. It's so... I have felt held back in my life because of these things people do. I hate that. People shouldn't just feel bad for something that is genuinely benign. Like, wearing a dress does not mean anything special about me other than I want it to look pretty. And it... Okay, I can't run across that, I'm big. Don't be... What am I doing here? Is this a power-up? It is. Oh, yes! Can I go to the right here? No. Right, I need to find a, P-switch. That's what I'm looking for. This is that level. You need a P-switch. I think it's in here, which is why they give you infinite power-ups. There we go. Just gonna keep going. What happens if I just keep going? I think it's a P-switch down here. This door looks familiar. Oh! Mate, you're in my way. Oh, that wasn't the P-switch. I'm getting hair in my face. Let's pick this up. Let's quickly get that out of my way. There we go. Much better. Much cruisier. What's in here? Weird room. I feel like I should not be entering. Okay. I think this one below me goes... That door down there looks juicy, but I think this is... This is the door. Alright. Things are happening. Progress is being made. I think that's the door I needed to get to on the end there. That's the end of the level. Gosh, that's demanding. Unless that's a P-switch. It is. Okay. You can't trick me. Oh, I need to wait. Yeah. People should be free to do the things that make them happy as long as no one's getting hurt. And your sensibilities getting hurt doesn't count. Because being offended that a man is in a dress, it's just... It's incomprehensible, it's silly, it's weird. I don't get it. I don't know why someone would so strongly have this. Like, obviously I have some isms about this, given what that story I just told you, where I'm like, oh, I knew it was wrong to wear a dress when I was a kid, but... Or that it was weird, but as an adult, I have chosen to challenge that ideology to the point where I'm sitting here in a princess dress for the past 4 hours now, talking about all of this stuff. Because I think it's important to talk about this stuff. People shouldn't be afraid. Part of wanting to make this video was talking about all of this, because I have strong feelings about this. I also kind of wanted to break the ice on the wearing dresses thing and doing a bit of drag. Because I think it could be fun to occasionally just... What? Where am I going? To just do a couple of videos in drag. Wear a wig, a little makeup, a cute dress. Have fun with it. Because why not? I've found combining my hobbies has made me do them more. Where am I going? This pipe then? This looks promising. I'm going left to right, which usually means progress in a Mario game. Here we go. Whew. We're nearly there, honestly. This has gone so smoothly, so quick. Other than the horrendous start I had with all the technical issues, which will be edited down to some degree. So you're going to see me play the beginning of the game twice, which you already know if you're at this point of the video, unless you're clicking through, in which case hello and welcome. I do wear this thing the whole video if that's what you were curious about. But yeah. But people, yeah, I'm just going to say the same thing over and over again. My brain's at that point. I do want to do more drag. It is just good fun to me. It's a wholesome little activity. It doesn't mean anything beyond I wanted to feel pretty and this is the way I felt like doing it. I want to start combining it with stuff like recording videos or even potentially trying stand-up. Because I enjoy the idea of doing stand-up, but I suspect I'll be perpetually too lazy, busy to A, organize a tight 5, and B, figure out where to go to do it, to be honest. I have no idea. Well, I used to know the bar that did it in my city, but it shut down. Now I don't know where people go. I'm sure there was never only one bar, but that was the one I knew of where I went and saw some. And it was cool. Stand-up, I mean, not drag. I actually have never... The only drag queen I've ever met in real life was for a friend's bachelorette party where I picked my wife up from. And they were a lovely person. They had a lot of fun with her. They were gorgeous. I felt short next to them because they were in heels, and I think they were just a tall person underneath. Nearly said bloke. Calling that out because I consciously didn't use gendered language there. One thing I struggle with drag queens is... I say struggle with. Don't understand is what I mean when I say struggle there. Is if I'm talking about a drag queen in the present day when they're not in drag, but they were in drag in the story, it feels... This tiara's crookedy. Come on. We are gonna go Hammer Bros. I really hope I can show you a cool secret here, but there's a very, very strong chance I will not. We will see. I've completely forgotten what I was saying. Oh my god, brain. Come on. I got lasered immediately. I'm a fool. But yeah. It's really cool. I do want to go out and see more stuff like this because I think it's super interesting. And honestly, it feels like a good way to learn about it all. Online's kind of a bit of a shit show, I'll be honest. Lots of conflicting information, people with really strong opinions. Oh yeah, I can do this. This is a cool trick. Can I do this? Okay, no, I think it's my controller stopping me, because it doesn't let you press certain inputs together, but I'm not convinced that's what's actually stopping me. I think it's just awkward and I'm bad at it. Go away, Potaboo. I nearly made the exact same mistake. I'm like, no, I'm faster this time. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah. I'm interested. This has been since I've gotten medicated, I've had so much more energy for doing things, especially things that scare me. I know it sounds silly, but it does take a lot more energy to do something scary. There's so much more barrier to entry. But having... Oh, please. Okay. Whew. Being medicated and stuff is... I'm already Bowser. Okay. Well, this video might end soon. That's exciting. Yeah. This is always such an awkward fight. I'm just going to reset. I'm going to do this a really safe way. I got to not look away. I was looking at the camera. But yeah, it is something I want to experiment with more. Okay, I thought that would stop. It did not. Right, more power-ups. This is exactly what they're for. I don't have any more hammer bros. Okay, that was the last one. We're going to go Tanuki, the special Tanuki suit. I don't know if you can... So, the secret I was trying to show you is that if you hit... Okay, that just hits you. You have to go over it. Well, lessons learned. I thought you could run past that. If you hit Bowser with a hammer, he dies in one hit. I think that's just really funny. It's clear they didn't expect that interaction. Or maybe it is just... I can't decide if they didn't expect it or if it's just a reward for doing it. Because getting a hammer bro suit all the way there, it's difficult. You're seeing how hard I'm struggling, and I'm a person who has beaten this game quite a few times. No Mitchflowerpower or anything, but I think I'm okay at Mario games. I certainly wouldn't toot my own horn about them, but I think I'm okay. But yeah. Oh. This is a stressful section with all the fireballs. Yeah, I think that is actually most of the topics I had to cover. Yeah. The only one I didn't is vegetarianism, but that's okay. I don't think that's... I didn't have to hit every beat. I just wanted to make sure I at no point didn't have something to talk about. You know? Sort of a cheat sheet. Alright. Alright, focusing. Gotta kill Bowser. Gotta destroy Bowser. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Go up here. Wait. I've made a big hole. It's in the right spot. Ooh. I just wait here. Pay attention. Don't get fireballed again. Beautiful. Alright, back up here. Ha ha ha. Get cheesed, Bowser. Get cheesed. Oh no. I might have played myself for a fool here. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We recover from this. We recover from this. I think we're one hit away. Oh, I went through him. I don't know how I went through him, but I went through him. If I just wait here. That's it. That's it. I just need to get through that door. Woo! This has been fantastic fun. I have enjoyed this a lot. I don't know if I'll ever do another video this long again. This was a lot to set up. I'm really happy it pushed me to learn about wigs, wear my dress again. We will go through, save Princess Toadstool. Such a good game. Genuinely like top 3 game for me. I used to play it every year. I fell off that habit, but I decided it was time again. Oh. Gosh, she talks so slow in this. Really good fun. I do really love this game. If you haven't played it, give it a try. I like it enough to own a dress of the character we're saving. Just for context. The wigs held up well. The tiara didn't fall off while I was recording. I did it all in one take. I'm really happy with this. I won't finish the video until the credits are done, because I think they're super cute and wholesome. Whew. Very keen to get into some comfier clothes, stretch my legs, eat some lunch actually. It's 2 PM. I should have eaten earlier, but I was having fun. I didn't feel like I needed a break. I had breakfast before I started. I made sure of that. I try to have breakfast because A, it makes taking my meds nicer, and B, it leaves me less hangry towards lunchtime. And with my meds, my hunger cues have been a bit weird, so I'm kind of deliberately eating at sensible times to some degree to make sure that I do. Because it's important to be healthy. This game has some of the best music in the world, honestly. I cannot rave about it enough. Darkland, World 8. I mean, I'm really pleased with my performance. I did what I've never done. I've beaten the original Super Mario Bros. 3 on NES without using a continue, without game overing. I'm really proud of myself for that. I've never done that, and that is something I wanted to keep secret about doing for this video, but I told you right at the beginning, so you know. Oh, it's such a beautiful, such a wonderful game. Alright, I'm going to change scenes. Alright. Thank you for coming along with me. Thank you for watching this special if you did. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you thought I was a beautiful princess. I hope to do more stuff like this in the future with regards to dressing up a bit, making my videos a bit more fun and interesting, without going over the top and being annoying. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're sleeping. Have a nice restful night and enjoy more videos if you're still awake. Thank you. Bye bye. And I'm going to take my wig off now. Ah. Ah. Bye.